job on the contrasting jerseys, guys. Huh? Check one, check one, check one, check one.
Batting sixth and playing second base, number 2. Batting seventh.
Ready to go.
Third base.
Game 9. The championship game of the NAIA opening round Montgomery bracket. We've got 2 teams that deserve it. We've got 1 ticket to Lewiston, Idaho. The number 2 seed, the number 11 team in the country, the Faulkner Eagles. The number 1 seed, the number 10 team in the country, the Vanguard Lions. Played a 10-inning classic last night. Their second one-run ball game against one another in this series, was it not? Or am I remembering that incorrectly? Faulkner won game 1 4-3 against St. Thomas. Game 2 was
7-3 against
7-3.
Vanguard.
That was it. So there we go. Last night, phenomenal game. Here's the thing, Carter Moles, about this tournament. The last 3 ball games played in this tournament have been decided by a total of 4 runs.
It's been fantastic.
What
baseball.
a tournament.
It's been.
We knew it was the bracket of death, but, what about that?
Yeah. We knew coming into this, and I said this, one of the first things into the broadcast, there's not going to be very many blowouts, if any, in this tournament.
No.
It is going to be a battle to the very bitter end, and we're in the if necessary game today. And if it's anything like last night, anything like the previous meeting, anything like 2016 when these 2 teams met in this exact same situation, exact same scenario, Faulkner won the first game, Vanguard wins the second to force the if necessary, we're in for an instant classic.
Yeah. I mean, we joked earlier in the week, it's very true today. Your starting pitchers today, they're in name only. This is kitchen sink versus kitchen sink in this ball game, as every available arm will throw at the earliest need. You saw Coach Pegg for Vanguard yesterday manipulate his pitching staff perfectly to get them through that game. 7 different Vanguard pitchers went to the hill last night. They pulled it off in the 10th. Let's see what's left in the tank for everybody today. And Carter Moles, this should be phenomenal. And we've talked about it all week long, and it's so true right now. One of these teams will have their season in today. Neither one of these teams deserves to have their season in today. These are 2 amazing ball clubs. I've told you all week, you cannot convince me that these 2 teams are not in the group of the 10 best teams in the country.
Yeah.
Here we are. Only 1 ticket. We got to figure out who's going. First off, starting lineup for Faulkner, who is the visiting team in this one. They are the away team. Center fielder Sam Anthony leads off. The catcher Jonathan Villa bats second. Shortstop Sean Ross bats third. The first baseman Alex Aruz batting cleanup. The left fielder Isaac Phillips bats fifth. The second baseman John Michael Matthews bats sixth. The third baseman Tommy Reyes Cruz is seventh. The DH today Tyler Paulson is eighth. And the right fielder, Justin Lara, is ninth. I will tell you, I think the Tyler Paulson at DH is an interesting one because Paulson is part of that pitching staff. So if at some point they have to go to Paulson, it'll be interesting to see what they do with that DH spot there and how long when they have to go away from him, how many pinch hitters they have, what happens if he's part of the pitching plans today. For Vanguard, the leadoff, the shortstop, Travis Aversa. The center fielder, Landon Riker, bats second. Left fielder, Aki Buxton, third. First baseman, Joe Johnson, is clean up. The third baseman, Omar Ortiz, is fifth. The DH, Isaiah Lee, is sixth. The right fielder, Grady Connor, seventh. Second baseman, Matt Land, eighth. And the catcher, Luke Arias, batting ninth. On the hill for Vanguard.
Michael Cashew. Cashew was really, really good yesterday, coming in relief against Freed Hardiman to push him to that 7 o'clock game last night. Cashew, 3 1/3 innings of work, 3 strikeouts allowed, 6 hits, 3 earned runs. He steadied the ship for him in a game that was very tumultuous, and he was able to push them on. He got the win, and now he's looking for another win here today as we're ready to go. 1 trip to Idaho on the line.
First pitch over for a strike against Sam Anthony, was it not?
It was.
It was indeed. That's how you want to start if you are Michael Cashew. The 0-1 coming. Misses away. Ball and a strike. Anthony awaits. Delivers. There's a single up the middle for Sam Anthony, who has scuffled at times in this tournament. But he gets the lead off for the Eagles today. He's got to be the table setter for this lineup if it is going to reach anywhere close to its optimum productivity.
Yeah, that's the start that not only Faulkner needed, but Sam Anthony went 0 for last night, had a really rough night at the dish, and finding that in the biggest game of the season to start off the game. We'll see what Anthony does on the base pass, but that's got to feel really good just to be on first.
Jonathan Villa to the plate, the catcher hitting .337 on the year, takes strike one. I know by the strike call that the home plate umpire in this one is Kerry Day. A very demonstrative signal behind the plate. Broadcasters love that because we don't have to wonder. Cashew working first base side of the rubber. Delivers. Anthony goes. Arias throws. Anthony slides. Anthony's safe.
Sam Anthony continuing his base stealing tear. One of the top base stealers in the entire country. He just did it again.
That is number 33 on the season, is it not?
It is 33 out of 39 attempts.
His first of the tournament. He had been thrown out once in the tournament. That's only his second attempt here. That one over for a strike to Jonathan Villa.
Yeah, Anthony stealing bases at an 84.6% clip throughout the season. And he's going to need to come up big for the Eagles today if he wants to continue his season.
Villa gets a piece of that one. 2 strikes on him as he steps back to the dish. You see the wind. It's been a part of this series all week long, blowing out toward left. It is swirling today, at times blowing straight out, at times blowing straight in. It has wrapped the flag all the way around the pole out in right center. Ball and 2 strikes. Cashew to deliver to Jonathan Villa. Sam Anthony takes the lead at second. Chopper. That's going to at least move Anthony. No play there at first as Villa beats it out. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and Jonathan Villa was both in that at bat.
Yeah, Verso, a really, really good shortstop. High chopper, slow roller to him, and Villa able to get just down the line in time to beat the throw. And runners on the corner, nobody out, and Isaiah Brooks will replace Villa on the base paths, add a little bit more speed in the courtesy runner category.
Runners on the corners, Brooks at first, Anthony at third, Sean Ross to the plate. Ross, the shortstop, hit a towering shot across Wares Ferry Road earlier in this tournament. He takes strike one here. .337, or rather, I'm still waiting on my live stats update. I'm looking at Villa's numbers. I will not miss DAC stats when it goes away in a few weeks.
This is the last game that we're going to have to work on DAC stats.
It's true. It's very true.
What a swan song for it.
Cashew sets and delivers. That one popped foul back. .321 is the average on the year for Sean Ross. 13 homers, 39 RBIs, and a .450 on base percentage. Ross has been a factor in this tournament for sure for Faulkner. We'll see what he can do here. That one misses away. 1-1. Cashew threw some 80 pitches in relief yesterday, so I wouldn't anticipate Coach Pegg trying to get more than an inning, 2, maybe 3 at the most, depending on the efficiency for Cashew today. Ball and a strike. Big cut that time. Ross can't get it.
Yeah, to borrow a term from Vanguard SID Jeff Melton, he said last night was a empty the cards out of your wallet night.
Yeah.
Like everything you've got.
Well, and we know that Natalie Wilson, our statistician, was that strike 2 or strike 3? She had it strike 3? It should be 3 then. That's Coach Pegg is arguing that is 3. And we in the booth have 3. We'll see the decision. That is strike 3. Sean Ross is retired.
Got the call right. Well done there.
Good job, Carrie Day.
Good job to our official scorer, Natalie Wilson.
Now batting. First baseman, number 7, Alex Aruz.
Aruz to the plate. Runners on the corners, 1 away. But, yeah, that Vanguard pitching staff, Grady Connor, the right fielder who hasn't pitched, was in the bullpen warming up when the game ended just in case, as they had used 7 different pitchers last night. So you know that Pegg is willing to throw everything he's got in this one. Your season's over if you don't.
Yeah, there's no holding a pitcher for tomorrow anymore.
Not at all. There goes Isaiah Brooks. Arias checks that Sam Anthony's at third and realizes he better just let Brooks go. So a stolen base for Brooks.
Yeah, smart decision by Arias there. We've seen really good, really smart heads-up fielding by Vanguard all weekend. Or all week, because really nothing was played on the weekend. Just
no balls and a strike right now on Aruz. All right, now we'll go 1-1. All right, we'll get the count straight here. He's got 2. Umpire says 2, so 0-2. The delivery, that one misses. Ball and 2 strikes. Aruz.
1-2 count. 2 runners on. Aruz has driven in 51 runs this year.
Cashew delivers. Misses away 2-2.
Could have been tempting to chase on that one from Aruz. Cashew was really efficient with those chase pitches yesterday.
Aruz, the transfer from Florida Atlantic, has come up big in this tournament multiple times. Faulkner needs him to do it again. Fouled straight back. Cashew trying to finish off a tough hitter in Aruz after striking out Sean Ross. Strand 2 in scoring position would be the ideal for Vanguard here. Faulkner's got to get something out of this in support of their starter, J.C. Toro, who we'll talk about in a moment. Cashew working first base side of the rubber, delivers. That one flared right side and slicing foul.
Had a really good cut there, and for a second looked pretty similar to Isaac Phillips's triple, but just kept tailing.
That triple with 2 out in the 9th last night that tied the ball game could not have been more right down the line if you had painted it. Chopper. That'll get Anthony home. Aruz legging it. I thought he beat it. They called him out. But he gets the run home.
So the RBI for Aruz. McCarthy out to talk with it. A really close play. Very similar to the Jonathan Villa hit.
I'll see if they request a conference here. If they request a conference, home plate umpire Kerry Day, I think, and the second base umpire can get involved in this discussion. If they don't, then there will be no overturn. I don't know the rules here. I don't know if they are allowed to conference on that one or not. There's certain things they are, certain things they don't. And first base coach Sean Ryan right now has got to take a breath. Yeah, you see Aruz as we go back and look at it. Aruz beat it by about a half a step, it looks like. It'll stand. 2 away. Faulkner gets the first run home. And Isaac Phillips to the dish. Cashew delivers. That one's over for a strike.
Phillips delivered big time last night, as we mentioned, and an opportunity to double the Faulkner lead.
That one misses inside, 1-1. Cashew trying to limit the damage to 1. Phillips says not today. Single through the left side. Faulkner's top RBI man in the postseason delivers again. 2-0.
His 49th of the season, and I believe that runs his total to 15 on the season.
In the postseason.
Or in the postseason, rather.
Yeah. He had 2 last night. The 2 biggest in that ball game for Faulkner. John Michael Matthews to the dish. Cashew delivers. There goes Phillips. Arias is thrown down. Phillips slides in safely. There's a noticeable difference now in Faulkner's approach. Part of it was the catcher for St. Thomas. He showed him the arm one time. They didn't run. They didn't really test Arias in either of the previous 2 meetings with Vanguard.
No.
They're running here. That's the second stolen base of the inning. That's a huge part of Faulkner's game offensively is the stolen base.
Yeah, absolutely it is. And last night a lot of it was Vanguard was striking pretty early and often they were taking the lead pretty early, and it was a close game where Faulkner was trying to get an upper hand, and they didn't feel like they had one. A little bit of wiggle room with the 2-0 lead early.
Well, and I'll tell you this.
0-2 the count here.
Tell you this for Faulkner. And the same's true for Vanguard. That's a shot left field, going to be caught by Buxton. I'll give you this thought as we head to break. If you're Faulkner, if you're going to get beat today, you got to get beat playing your game.
Yeah.
They haven't played their game this tournament in terms of the way they approach the base paths. If they're going to get beat, they got to do it playing their game. We'll see Vanguard's game when we come back in the bottom half. 2-0 Faulkner, the NAIA opening round Montgomery bracket. I think the man with the mightiest fan club in the NAIA to the plate, Travis Aversa. Been hearing from his friends and family all week long. He takes the first one and sends it to right field. Justin Lara over. He'll squeeze it one down as the shortstop is retired, and Landon Riker, the center fielder, to the dish. Faulkner starter, J.C. Toro.
Toro comes into the game with a 4.60 ERA, a 6-2 record, 12 appearances, 11 starts. This is number 12 for him, and a save. 74 and a third innings of work, a 227 batting average against. He's allowed 38 earned runs on 41 total, 62 hits. He struck out 71, walked 26, 13 doubles, 2 triples, and 6 home runs hit against Toro this year.
Toro, the 0-1 count as he's ahead of Landon Riker, and delivers. That one misses wide. The story on J.C. Toro is the slider. If he can establish his fastball and the slider's biting, he is one of the top pitchers that you can see. If that slider's not biting, it can turn into a long day for him, and he'll pull it glove side. That one gets over the outside corner. He's ahead 1-2.
Riker batting .319 on the season. He was 0 for 5 last night, 1 for 4 in the first meeting between these two teams.
Toro delivers. Couldn't get him to chase that one. That'll pull it 2-2. See how he attacks him. Largely fastball slider mix for Toro. There is a changeup that he'll flash occasionally. Toro delivers. That one fouled away, and Riker spoils one to stay alive. Two balls, 2 strikes. Riker looking to try to get something started for Vanguard here. Toro delivers. Straight up the chute. Left fielder Phillips is over. Everything in the air to the left side of the field has been an adventure this week as that wind continues to blow out.
Yeah, you saw Sam Anthony kind of looking up. He couldn't find it. Sean Ross just threw his arms up in the air. He couldn't find it.
Wow.
Luckily for Faulkner, Isaac Phillips had a beat on it the whole time, caught it in the palm of his glove for out number 2.
And if you'll study that flag in right center, when the ball was first hit, the wind was blowing in. As it climbed, the wind blew back out. So everything's got a tail on it right now. That went over for a strike, 0-1.
Aki Buxton has had 3 home runs against Faulkner right now.
Yeah, he said, 4 hits this week, 3 long balls and a double?
Yeah, slugging percentage through the roof.
Toro delivers. That one's fouled off. It'll get out of play as Aruz gives chase. No balls, 2 strikes. Buxton awaits the 0-2 offering from Toro. He'll foul it back. Wind blowing straight in right now.
Vanguard with the top 2 slugging percentages in the bracket so far. Luke Arias with a 1,077. Aki Buxton 933.
No balls, 2 strikes. Toro trying to finish off Buxton. Just misses the zone that time as it broke wide, 1-2.
He's 329 on the season, 430 on base percentage, 16 long balls, 39 home runs.
Toro sees that one lifted high and foul.
Or 39 RBIs, rather.
Part of the story for Faulkner, if they're going to prevail today, they've got to be good with 2 outs because Vanguard has been elite with 2 outs. 14 runs scored with 2 outs between their 2 games yesterday.
Yeah, 14 of their 17 runs that they ended up scoring with 2 outs.
Toro gets him to chase that one, It's a 1-2-3 first for J.C. Toro. We'll go to the second, 2-0 Faulkner, the NAIA opening round Montgomery bracket. Tommy Reyes Cruz to lead off for Faulkner, the third baseman, the 7-hole hitter. 278 average, a couple of homers, 34 RBIs, and a 402 on base. That one misses away, 1-0.
Cashew threw 26 pitches, just 7 balls in that first inning.
Living around the strike zone, which is impressive now that he's at 100 pitches over the last, 15 hours or so. That one will miss, 2-0. Reyes Cruz awaits the offering from Michael Cashew. That one misses arm side, 3-0. I'll be interested, and we'll keep an eye on it as we go, how quickly you start to see activity in the bullpens here from these two teams. Cashew delivers that one, and he misses arm side on 4 straight. So Tommy Reyes Cruz goes to first. That gets Tyler Paulson, the designated hitter, to the dish. And there's activity now in the Vanguard pen as the bullpen catcher's headed out.
Yeah, you're going to see short leashes on everyone today. Anyone that's got an arm and a pulse is going to be throwing.
Cashew getting the sign from Arias. Reyes Cruz is at first. No real threat to run is Tommy Reyes Cruz.
Arias has definitely shown enough quality behind the plate to.
Breaking ball, can't find the mark. That's 5 straight balls now from Cashew. Paulson awaits. Cashew delivers. That one's over for a strike, 1-1. Cashew works first base side of the rubber. Paulson 302 on the year, a homer, 10 RBIs. He'll rip that one foul. So Cashew ahead in the count now, 1-2. He can waste one if he wants to.
Would not be shocked to see him. He went 1-2 slider away earlier today. Would not be surprised at all to see that same pitch. Try and get Paulson to chase.
He delivers, and he got him to chase. Paulson's retired on strikes. A little too enticing for Paulson to lay off of there. Big strikeout for Michael Cashew after the leadoff walk.
Yeah, great way to respond. Throw several balls in a row after peppering the zone throughout the whole first inning. Run into a little bit of trouble. Throw 5 straight balls and then come back and get the strikeout. Really good work from Cashew.
Justin Laura, the right fielder. 4 homers, 28 RBIs, and a 356 on base. 2 games ago, Faulkner played Vanguard. This tournament's running together. Faulkner played Vanguard. Lara had a huge game. Last night, they shut him down completely.
Yeah, Lara had a massive home run that was a big-time spark for the Eagles.
1-1 count now.
Had a couple opportunities last night, but Vanguard able to get him out. I believe he was twice up in position with runners in position.
Cashew delivers. Lara chases. That's something you saw yesterday and again today now early. Lara doesn't chase a lot of that breaking stuff, and you've seen him just be willing to drop the ball down and use his speed when he's really good. It was not something he really featured as part of his game yesterday, and he strikes out here. Big swing and a miss, and so Cashew walks Reyes Cruz on 4 pitches, comes back and strikes out Paulson on 4, then strikes out Lara on 4.
Yeah, Cashew pitching pure adrenaline right now. For throwing 80 pitches yesterday, 38 already today.
Well,
and he's dealing with them too.
You notice what he did there with the bottom of the lineup. He flashed that breaking ball with guys that were apt to chase it. He'll miss there. 1-0. Anthony singled his first time. Scored the first run of the ball game. 1-0 count. Cashew delivers. Anthony fouls it back, 1-1. Cashew.
He pitched number 41 for him.
Sets, studies, and delivers. That one will miss. 2-1. We talked about the night Luke Arias had last night with a pair of homers, a pair of 2-run homers, both coming with 2 outs. Continues the excellent play from backstops in this series from all 5 teams. 2-1 count. That one gets the edge, 2-2.
He's been insanely efficient on the outside part of the plate.
Cashew sets, delivers. He'll miss away, full count, 3-2. Anthony looking to keep it going with 2 away in the inning. Try to give Jonathan Villa another at bat. Wind blowing straight out toward left. Misses inside. So a walk issued to Sam Anthony. 2 on, 2 out. Jonathan Villa to the plate. Villa, a chopper of an infield single his first time to short. Going to come out and talk with Cashew here. See if this is the pull we saw with most of the pitching changes last night. You'd see the pitching coach come out and think it's not the pull. Then you'd get a couple of step-offs and a cursory throw to buy time for the bullpen. And
then Coach Peg comes out.
Yeah. So we'll see.
Maybe it's just light tossing down there right now.
No, they've been down there for a little while.
No, I was just seeing the throw back from the catcher.
Yeah, so you wonder with Cashew having gone 80 pitches yesterday what the cap in their mind is, or if they're just going to play it by how efficient he is. That's 2 walks in the inning that he's issued here. He's now at 44 pitches. And Jonathan Villa to the dish. Cashew.
Villa hitting .341, 40 RBIs, a .431 on base.
Cashew delivers. Villa fouls it back. 0-1 count on the Faulkner catcher. Cashew comes set. Villa has that one hit high in the air left center. Look at the slice on that. Buxton finds it. The inning is over, so the walks amount to nothing. We go to the bottom of the second, 2-0 Faulkner in the NAIA opening round Montgomery bracket. J.C. Toro starting the bottom of the second against Joe Johnson. Strike one. Johnson was nothing short of incredible against Freed Hardeman offensively yesterday, and then nothing short of incredible against Faulkner defensively last night.
Yeah, as we mentioned, Joe Johnson, very good at baseball.
Yeah. Big cut that time, puts him behind 0-2. Johnson, 11 homers, 48 RBIs on the year with a .422 on base percentage. Toro delivers. Big cut, can't get it. Villa will throw down, and he dispatched of a really good hitter on 3 pitches.
Yeah, he's now 0 for 5 in the past 2 games against Faulkner after going 2 for 4 in the first meeting. So Johnson will definitely be trying to right that ship next time up. A really good player that gone 0 for his last 5.
Omar Ortiz, the third baseman, steps in facing Toro. Toro pulls that one, 1-0. Ortiz, 11 homers, 50 RBIs on the year. He hits .335, doesn't walk a lot, .366 OBP. Swing and a miss there. Puts it at 1-1. Ortiz awaits the offering from Toro. He'll send it right back to the right center field gap, and that'll be the first hit of the game for Vanguard. 1 aboard with 1 out for Isaiah Lee.
His 5th base knock of the opening round.
Designated hitter, number 25, Isaiah Lee.
Lee, the DH in this lineup. Has been all week long for Vanguard. As Toro works third base side of the rubber. That one gets away from Villa, and Ortiz will trot down to second with no hurry. Now runner in scoring position and 1 out. Let's see if that changes the calculus at all for Lee's approach at the plate. Lee with a .356 average, 3 homers, 24 RBIs.
Second highest batting average on this Vanguard squad.
Well, and look at that .443 on base percentage. We've seen him. He'll draw walks. He'll crowd the plate and take pitches. Lee is adept at getting aboard, and he's ahead 2-0 right now. Toro checks his runner at second, comes to the plate. There's a strike, 2-1. Toro sets. He fires. That one sent right field. Lara underneath it. He'll make the catch. Ortiz thought about tagging.
Nice grab by Tommy Reyes-Cruz there.
Yeah.
Keep the ball in front of him.
Now batting, right fielder, number 1, Grady Connor.
That'll get Grady Connor to the dish. Connor made a couple of just really impressive defensive plays yesterday in right that snuffed Faulkner rallies. Proved big in the end as Vanguard won with a walk-off error in the bottom of the 10th. That one misses the inside corner. 1-0. Connor hitting .299 now, 12 homers, 40 RBIs.
Again, 2 outs, maybe exactly where Vanguard wants to be in this tournament right now. Batting with 2 outs.
Wind blowing straight in at the moment. Now swirling back out a little. That one misses, 2-0. Two-0 offering from Toro. Connor hits it high left side. Phillips chases. What a grab by Isaac Phillips. He had to cover a lot of territory. Backhands the snag and steals an out for J.C. Toro. We go to the top of the third. 2-0 Faulkner, NAIA opening round, Montgomery bracket. Back here live in the top of the third inning is Sean Ross ready to step to the dish. Couple of quick emails come in. First from Angela Pegg. Says, writing on behalf of Ron Pegg, watching from Ontario, Canada. So proud of our son and coach Rob Pegg and the Vanguard Lions. I've tuned in every game. this year. And, of course, this opening round tournament, all the best. Go Lions, CPA. Great to hear from you. As that one misses, the ball in no strikes to Ross, who struck out his first time. And Justin McGee emails and gives us a let's go Vanguard. You're out there. You know how we do it. We've been doing it all week. Email us fsn@faulkner.edu. fsn@faulkner.edu. Who are you? Who are you watching for? Where are you watching from? We'll try to give you some shout-outs as we get the opportunity. And I know that out on the West Coast, it's, brunch time. And here we're, you get it about this hour, you're starting to get late for your lunchtime. So little different duties here today for the folks watching. That one, chopped left side, foul 2-1.
Yeah, it's approaching the post-meet and 3 lunch coma time. That's what we're getting close to right now.
Yeah. This one's right smack dab in the middle of the Peyton's Place special. First pitch at noon. Cashew delivers. Ross, big cut, wanted that one, couldn't get it. 2-2. Ross back in. Cashew gets the sign, shakes. Ross calls time. Two count right now. That one will miss inside. Full count. Ross trying to find a way aboard here to start this one for Faulkner. Cashew delivers. And Ross will draw a walk. So leadoff walk to Sean Ross. He'll head down to first. Last night we said he's not a major threat to go, that he steals, but it's timely. And as soon as we said it, he broke. 12 stolen bases on the year for him, 12 attempts. We'll see what the approach is here.
Yeah, Faulkner 3 for 3 already in this one. Would not be surprised to see him go again.
So Ross is aboard. Conversation between the umpires here. Alex Aruz steps up. Aruz, an RBI ground out his first time. Busted it down the line, called out on a bang-bang play. That one over for a strike. Cashew comes set. Aruz awaits. That one will miss away. It gets away from the catcher. And Ross in standing at second base. That one just squeezed out of the glove of Arias.
Yeah, unlucky for him. Just in and out of the top of the glove. And an easy trot for Sean Ross.
1-1 count as Aruz now has a runner in scoring position with nobody out. Ross takes the lead. Cashew delivers, misses inside, 2-1.
Aruz grounded out to short and bang-bang play in the first inning.
Aruz awaits the 2-1 offering, and Cashew will step off. Pitch number 50 coming from Michael Cashew. Misses away, 3-1.
After a really, really efficient first inning with finding finding the zone. Cashew's starting to struggle a little bit.
3 balls and a strike. Aruza waits. Ross takes the lead. He'll miss away, and Aruza will walk. So back-to-back walks to start the inning. Michael Cashew has now issued 4 of those, and Faulkner looking to take advantage.
Coach Pegg stepping out a little bit now, and I think this may be the hook.
He's officially, let me get the count here. Natalie Wilson, what pitch count do you have on Michael Cashew? 57 pitches. All right, my live stats were way behind. So 57 pitches for Cashew. We'll see if they pull him. And it looks like
Justin Graves is about to come on in.
So Justin Graves, the game 1 starter for Vanguard in this tournament. Graves absolutely dominated in their first game back on, I don't know, what was that, Monday? Against Freed Hardeman, 134 pitches for Justin Graves in that one. Now on 2 days rest, we'll see how long Graves goes. This is Vanguard's ace.
Yeah, a sophomore from Irvine, California. In that first game against Freed Hardeman, Graves went 8 innings, 9 strikeouts, 1 walk, 134 pitches. It was really, really good.
Emo comes in from Terry Connor, says, thanks for the play-by-play and commentary. Stephanie and Terry Connor, grandparents of Grady Connor, rooting for the Lions. Great to hear from you guys. It's been a pleasure having your ball players here. A couple more as we go to a break real quick. Sierra Lynn Molnar emails us and says, I just finished my last final of the semester. Now it's time for baseball. Thank you guys for being great commentators. It has made things interesting. Go Vanguard. Thanks for your kind words, Sierra Lynn.
Congratulations on finishing finals, too.
I'm telling you, nothing feels better than finishing finals. We're going to take a break. NAIA opening round, Montgomery bracket. So Isaac Phillips due up here as Justin Graves to the hill. Following his last performance, Graves lowered his season ERA to 3.18. 83 strikeouts over 79 and a third with a 219 batting average against. He's very good. But again, he threw 134 on Monday, so how much does he have in the tank tonight? Phillips says, I'll give you your first out if you let me, and then he pulls the bat back. That one over for a strike.
You know, the way Isaac's been swinging, not surprised to see the pullback there, and I wonder if that's just kind of a dodge and he's going to go here with the bunt.
Joe Johnson in on the grass, and you've seen him go opposite field down that line a lot here. Last night's triple right over first base. No balls and a strike.
I believe with these two guys on as well.
Yeah, I think that may be the case. It's a long time ago, though.
Yeah, it was because Villa hit into a double play that got him and Anthony off the base pads.
Bunt dropped down by Phillips. It wasn't just for show. Up and firing, and he beats it. They said Johnson's foot came off the bag, so I think he's out. If Johnson is able, or is that Land? That's Land, rather.
Yeah.
Matt Land, the second baseman. If Land is able to keep the foot on the bag, he's out, but the throw pulled him away. So our official scorer will give us who the E's on that one. Great job by Phillips. Base is loaded, nobody out now.
That'll be an E5 on the throw.
Gotcha. We don't have video replay for the calls on the field, but we'll sure use it to get the stats right, I promise you. Loaded with nobody out.
And they'll call conference here.
They're going to conference. I don't know if they can, the first base umpire signaled safe because the foot came off the bag. It would be hard to overturn that, as I don't know that anybody else has a vantage point to see whether the foot stayed on the bag better than he had. So they may overturn. We've seen some things in this tournament. They have been very dedicated to trying to get it right, but I don't know what they would pull from here to overturn, given that the call was about the foot and not about whether or not he beat the throw.
We'll see.
Safe.
Discuss it, make sure they got it right.
Yeah. And this crew's been really good about that this whole tournament, trying to make sure they get things right. If you go back and you watch the play, the throw beats Phillips by a half step, but the foot does come off the bag at some point. When? I can't tell you. Bertus Williams, the umpire there, right on top of it and made the call quickly. John Michael Matthews. That one misses away, 1-0. Matthews hitting .354 on the year with a .484 on base percentage. 7 homers, 44 RBIs, flying to left his first time. He's got him loaded with nobody out right now against Vanguard's ace. Graves delivers. Misses away, 2-0. Are you at all surprised that Phillips ended up dropping it down that time?
Not at all.
Yeah.
And Phillips, a very fast guy as well. But I also couldn't blame him if they wanted to swing away with how well his bat's been going in the postseason.
This one over for a strike. On the Isaac Phillips conversation, and for our Vanguard fans watching, you're just kind of getting familiar with some of these guys. For our Faulkner fans, you may disagree. This is now the third season, or the second full season I think we've seen Isaac Phillips. I think he's the most underrated player in the Faulkner lineup. Big cut that time from Matthews, 2-2. Phillips is a guy I feel like would be all conference on almost any team he was on. His numbers are phenomenal and just doesn't get a ton of recognition. But he's been huge, as you noted, 15 postseason RBIs for Faulkner. 2-2 count on Matthews. Graves delivers. Matthews fouls it back. That'll keep it 2-2 as the Faulkner second baseman locked in a battle with Justin Graves.
And Matthews, 44 RBIs on the season.
As this inning extends, I'll be interested to see if J.C. Toro goes down and works in the pen a little bit to try to stay warm. It has been a longer one with the pitching change in the middle of it. Still nobody out. That one misses badly. Arias stabs it, full count.
Yeah, that one just slipped out of Graves' hand. Full count, bases loaded, nobody out for John Michael Matthews.
Three balls, 2 strikes. Matthews awaits. Graves delivers. Misses high. Everybody will move up 90. That's the third walk of the inning. Faulkner gets a run without the benefit of a hit.
Yeah, unlucky there for Graves. Just Started to lose a little bit of control in the last two pitches, and John Michael Matthews patiently waits out and gets aboard safely.
Tommy Reyes Cruz walked his first time. See some emails coming across, guys. We'll give you some shout-outs here in just a little bit. First opportunity. Graves peers over the glove and delivers. That one gets the edge for a strike. Graves needed that one after walking Matthews. He starts Reyes Cruz with a strike. Graves pivots and delivers. Just misses the zone that time. Good break on the pitch, but couldn't keep it in the strike zone.
Reyes Cruz, a .406 on base percentage.
You're talking about 134 points higher than his batting average, so he is very particular at the plate. That one will miss, 2-1.
He's drawn 29 walks, which is second on the squad, just behind John Michael Matthews, who just drew number 33. Actually, no, I missed Sean Ross down there with 37.
Yeah. That's coming into today. In the dirt, 3-1. Those guys you're talking about, Ross has already drawn one. Matthews just drew one, and Reyes Cruz has drawn one. 3-1 count to Faulkner's DH, or actually third baseman today, normally the DH. Graves gets the sign. Delivers. Gets the strike zone there. Full count, 3-2 to Tommy Reyes Cruz. Faulkner up 3-0 right now, threatening with nobody out and the bases loaded to blow this thing open. Reyes Cruz been very selective. What does he do? Payoff pitch. He'll take the walk. Everybody moves up another 90, and it's 4-0. Faulkner's put one ball in play in the inning. They don't have a hit. They've got 2 runs.
A really unusual performance here from Graves. He'd walked just 25 all season and 79 in the third innings of work coming into this one's walked 2 of his first 3 batters.
And Rob Pegg's going to come out, and I think he's going to get Graves, but we'll see. He's at least going to talk to Graves. Graves, 2 walks issued in 3 batters faced. Vanguard has issued 6 walks collectively so far. Paulson to the plate, struck out his first time. The activity in the pen seems minimal at the moment.
Yeah, I think this is just settle down your staff ace and let him work out of this. Graves a really, really good pitcher.
I'm going to tell you, the wind's doing its thing out there, but it is a beautiful day for baseball.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for better weather.
Oh, man.
And a better atmosphere, a better game. The perfect day for baseball.
Paulson back in to the batter's box. Graves awaits him. Loaded, nobody out. 2 across for Faulkner so far. Graves delivers. Strike. 0-1 count on Paulson. Graves sees that one hit high and deep to left field. Tyler Paulson just hit a grand slam. The Joliet heartthrob, as he is termed here, rips a grand slam. It's 8-0.
What an absolute mash from Tyler Paulson. The designated hitter He's battled through so much.
You got it, and that's a part of the story you have to tell. Faulkner fans know it. Vanguard fans don't. Tyler Paulson's a kid that in the conference tournament in 2019 blew his arm out on the mound and wasn't able to play in Lewiston when Faulkner made the trip. He missed the 2020 season due to injury and was able to come back. He's had minimal at-bats comparatively to the rest of the roster. In as the DH this week due to some personnel issues as Luke Arias chases down the bunt and records the first out. But he took advantage of the moment that time.
Yeah, absolutely blasted
and again,
to center field.
The wind, it was coming in, and then it wasn't as soon as he swung that bat, and that ball got out by the light pole in left center. It's 8-0. One away now for Sam Anthony. He shows bunt, pulls back, strike one. Just one hit in the inning, and Faulkner has plated 6. This is away.
Graves frustrated right now. Not missing by much in the past couple pitches around the zone.
Big cut there from Anthony, 1-2.
That's a great pitch there from Graves. A little visibly flustered right now for giving up the grand slam.
He'll take that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jonathan Villa on deck. He will be the 9th batter of the inning. Anthony awaits. Big cut, can't get it. Nice job by Graves to battle back and get the next 2 after giving up the grand slam.
Yeah, Graves was visibly frustrated with himself and able to get the strikeout there. We'll see how that helps his momentum on a guy in Anthony who'd reached the first 2 times up.
It's not a thing that matters, but it's a thing that jumps out at me because you don't see it as Graves delivers this pitch, misses 1-0. I don't think I've ever seen a baseball jersey just completely untucked and dangling the way Graves is right now. He does not care. 1-0 count. Graves delivers. 1-1.
He's unlocked enough points on the show to go with the untucked jersey.
Yes, he has. Via second baseman Land up with it to Johnson. And after giving up the grand slam, Graves gets Lara, Anthony, and Villa. But Faulkner plates 6 with just 1 hit. It's 8-0 going to the bottom of the 3rd. Real quick shout out to one of the emailers coming in. Robert Ross says, another amazing broadcast, guys. I'm stuck in class, but streaming the game, pretending to be on my Zoom class. He says, hey, it's my creative leading class, and I'm being creative, right? Anyway, Vanguard Lions student here. I'm so proud of our amazing team and how hard they are playing. My favorite player is Travis Aversa. That boy has skills, and not just in the field. I got to know him this semester, and did you know he can solve a Rubik's Cube? So,
in less than 10 seconds, my goodness.
He says, I'm not sure, but guessing he had a lot of time to practice between hitting bombs. Anyway, thanks again for the amazing broadcast. Wish you guys the very best. Who knew 2 guys off the field can make this such a great tourney to listen to? I can't tell you, Bob, how much that means. We appreciate your kindness. And we've had a blast with you guys. However much longer we have here time-wise, let's enjoy the rest of it. NAIA opening round, Montgomery bracket. Matt Land leading off here. That one ripped down the first baseline and foul. Carter Moles shifts over to stats real quick, and he'll be back just a moment. Land 0-1 on him right now. He's hitting .288 this year, 4 homers, 18 RBIs. Toro misses arm side, 1-1. It's an oddity right now at this point in the game, and it won't last long, but Vanguard finishing its first trip through the order, and Faulkner is into its third trip through the order. So it tells you sort of where we're at in the game at the moment.
Yeah, Toro's been really shut down so far.
Land rips it. Diving attempt by Ruse. Can't get it. There's a base hit. So Land, you can't get 8 unless you get some folks on base and get it started, and Land trying to do that for his team right now.
Yeah, great hit up the right side. Ruse a nice effort for it, but Land too much power on it. And a base hit trying to start things off.
Luke Arias to the dish. Arias, the catcher, hit a pair of 2-run homers last night. He awaits his first pitch of the day here from Toro. You know, we mentioned it a little bit, but that was a long offensive half inning for Faulkner. Toro sat. How sharp is he coming back out? He'd love nothing better than to roll a ground ball here. Arias runs really well for a catcher, though. That one fouled. Oh, actually, it'll hang up. That's one of those, as Justin Lara calls him off and makes the out. That's one of those, you and I have caught a bunch of games here. We see the ball go off the bat like that all the time. Normal, still day. That thing's flaring foul territory, and it may stay in, it may not. I think stayed fair right now with the way the wind's blowing.
Yeah, it did, and it put Land in a really tough position where if that one had dropped, he would have been picked off at second. If he had trailed too far off and it was caught, then he's going to be doubled up. So the second baseman playing that one well on the base paths.
One away. Top of the order, Travis Aversa. That one will miss. Ball in, no strikes. Toro working from the third base side. Delivers. That'll miss away. 2-0 count to Travis Aversa.
Really good eye from Aversa, who scored the game-winning run last night after a leadoff double in the bottom of the 10th.
High right field. Holds up for Lara. He'll squeeze it. 2 going now for Landon Riker.
Looked for a second like maybe Lara had lost it a little bit. Threw his arms out. Was able to regain sight of the ball and get the out. Good work from Lara there.
So it's going to take a 2-out hit or something special here for Vanguard to get Land to the plate and get one back. Riker awaits. There goes Land. Villa throws down. Land beats it. Nice job by the second baseman, John Michael Matthews, to keep that from getting to the outfield.
It was a great jump from Land.
Yeah, it was.
I don't think Toro even realized that he was going when the windup had started.
Land with a nice lead at second. Faulkner up 8, content to let him. Middle infield back on the grass. Toro delivers. Misses away. 2-0.
Riker popped to left last time out.
Email comes in From Joe and Tony Correa watching in Riverview, Florida. They say go Eagles. 2-0 count. Toro delivers to short. Bad hop. Ross handles it. Throws to first. And Riker's retired. So Toro works around the single. We'll hold it here for a quick email and send you to break. And I'm going to go ahead and apologize to our emailer. The southern accent and the fact that I've never, ever seen this last name before means I'm about to butcher your name. Please don't be offended.
What cut of meat would you like with this butcher?
That is correct. I'm going to have all the cuts on this last name. Dreibelbis. Dribelbis?
Sounds
That's what
about
I'm going
right.
with. I probably got that wrong, but I want to tell you, first off, thank you for your kindness here. He emails and he says, hey, guys, Jordan, name I just butchered, Dribelbis. He says, former pitcher at Vanguard University. Thanks so much for having such a smooth and unbiased show. Makes it very fun to watch, even when I know we are playing your team. You do a great job of making the Vanguard family feel like home. I've seen us score more than 8 in an inning before. This one is far from over. Keep your heads up, boys. Thanks. Jordan, once again, I will butcher your last name if I try it again. And Jordan, it's great to hear from you, man. Thank you for your kind words, and that is a goal that Carter and I intentionally set out for. We don't ever want you to have to watch a game and feel like the guys calling the game are rooting against you. And in truth, we're really not. We got to meet a lot of your guys as we were part of the COVID testing regimens earlier this week and pulled that off. And they're nothing, in our experience, nothing but really good dudes. And it was a lot of fun to interact with those guys and get to know them. And as we've told you all week long, we believe both of these teams deserve to be in the World Series. We believe that these are the two of the top 10 teams in the NAIA, so it is hard to root against anybody out here right now. Sean Ross to the plate. He led off last inning, which was part of that 6-run Faulkner frame. He can't check there. 0-1.
Got frustrated with himself after that one, but good pitch to start for Graves.
Graves delivers. He's at least attempted to tuck in the back of the jersey now. 1-1.
That's how he came out of the pen with the left side of his jersey tucked in. But somewhere along the way in the last half inning, the shirt decided it didn't want to stay.
And over 1-2. I'm going to tell you, he was dominant with the shirt completely untucked. Like, once it came loose after the grand slam, shut down the next 3. Bull and 2 strikes to Sean Ross. That one will miss. 2-2.
It's Justin's version of Hoodie Mellow right there. Just come out and just ball out with the shirt untucked.
2 balls, 2 strikes now. Graves trying to get Sean Ross. That'll miss. Full count to Ross, who walked his last time. He'll hit that one to the second baseman. Land down on it, up and firing, and Ross is easily retired. That'll bring Alex Aruz to the plate.
Now batting, first baseman, number 7, Alex Aruz.
Aruz 0 for 1 with the walk. An RBI.
Aruz, one of the 6 Eagles to score last inning. That one misses. 1-0. Big cut there. Can't get it. 1-1. Graves gets the sign. Delivers. Fouled back. Email comes in from Danny Garcia. Says, great job last night, VU. What a great effort by both teams. Now keep the fight up, Vanguard, and let's make this a game. Shout out to my son, Jacob Farmer. Love mom, dad, grandma, sister, and little bro. Good to hear from you, Danny. Ball and 2 strikes. Graves delivers. That one ripped down the left field line, foul.
The good cut from Maroons just drifted foul, though.
Going to give a shout to our friends over at MGM Nutrition across the street. Business founded by Faulkner students. They've been a big part of this tournament because they've kept me awake. That one outside corner for a strike. Alex Aruz is frozen, and he'll head to the dugout with 2 away now for Isaac Phillips.
That was a great pitch from Justin Graves there, and he's ready to go before Phillips has even thought about stepping into the box.
Listen, the Grand Slam woke Graves up. There's no doubt. You could tell that he was tired. He was laboring a little bit. He threw 134 pitches on Monday. After the Paulson Grand Slam, Graves has looked like the ace of the staff. That one misses 1-0.
Got 2 strikeouts since then. A couple ground outs. Then forcing a really good bunter in Justin Lahr to pop out into foul territory.
That'll miss away. 2-0 right now to Isaac Phillips. Phillips reached on an error after dropping down a bunt his last time. You know what? We never did talk about it. We feel like Phillips was bunting for a hit and not sacrificing there, so we charged the error. We charged the error either way, but we charged him the at-bat on the scoring. You comfortable with that?
I am.
I am too. I thought he was trying to bunt for a hit. We've got that out in the open. We've covered it. And Isaac Phillips tomahawks the bat away as he draws a walk. Watching the way Phillips throws that bat, you wonder if he spends his free time in some of those axe throwing places that are now really popular.
And somewhere Mike Correa was watching that like, oh no, please don't rip up the grass I've worked so hard on.
Yeah, Mike Correa's lawn care specialist here. John Michael Matthews awaiting the first offering from Graves. Misses inside, 1-0.
Graves at now 42 pitches. Wonder how much he's got left in the tank. He's going to leave it all out there, though.
Graves delivers. Outside corner there, 1-1 on Matthews. Phillips, good speed. He will go if he likes the opportunity. Graves delivers. Misses inside, 2-1.
Good block by Arias.
Curtis Moles, as we get into the bottom of the fourth, we'll start to look at some scores from around the country as more games are getting started. Big day as the rest of the field for the NAIA World Series will be determined today. Misses away, 3-0. Or 3-1, rather. Southeastern punched its ticket yesterday, joining Lewis and Clark State as the first 2 teams to qualify for the field. IU Southeast punched its ticket yesterday.
I think IU Southeast may have punched theirs just maybe an hour or 2 before.
Yeah, it was close. Matthews draws another walk. He'll head down to second. So a couple of 2-out walks brings Tommy Reyes-Cruz to the dish. He's walked twice, scored once, picked up an RBI without swinging the bat.
You know this is an out that Graves wants. If for nothing else, you don't want to see bases loaded with Paulson again.
Arias out to talk with Graves. Graves now at 46 pitches. I believe that's going to make 180 in the tournament for him now.
Yeah, you wonder just what's left in his arm. Granted, it has been a few days, but it's only been since Monday.
Yeah.
Monday night at that. And he went 134 against Freed.
Jordan emails us back again, tells us that we were closer than most on the last name. It's actually pronounced Drybulbus. I can do that. I like it.
Barely missed on the inside there. Good eye from Reyes Cruz to watch that one.
Ball and no strikes on Tommy Reyes Cruz. Graves delivers. That one rip foul down the right field line. Ball and a strike. Jersey flowing free again for Justin Graves. That has been his Super Saiyan mode so far. See what he can do here, 1-1.
This isn't even his final form.
It is not. I think we saw his final form on Tuesday, and it was brilliant. Graves delivers, misses away, 2-1.
Or Monday night, whatever night that was.
All the days run together. It felt like Tuesday because this feels like, I don't know, Sunday. It's been a week. It's been a fun one, but it's been a week. 2-1. Graves delivers. Big cut there from Reyes Cruz. 2-2.
Yeah, Reyes Cruz trying to make it a deposit over the right field fence with that one. Graves got it past him.
Now let's see if Reyes Cruz will shorten up with 2 on him. Up the middle, Aversa takes it himself, and the inning is over. Graves works around the pair of 2-out walks, keeps it at 8-0. We go to the bottom of the 4th. NAIA opening round, Montgomery bracket. First pitch by Aki Buxton hit the left field. That is his first single of the tournament. Every other hit has been for extra bases.
You know, when I heard the ping, I was looking down at these scores and heard the ping, and I immediately looked up in the air because that's where Buxton's been hitting everything. And I looked to see Phillips picking it up off the ground as it's rolling. I was like, all right, cool. Base hit.
Joe Johnson to the dish, struck out his first time. Vanguard trying to get something going against J.C. Toro. Scores around the country, Carter Moles. Anything interesting?
Oklahoma Wesleyan well on their way to Lewiston, barring a massive comeback from Indiana Tech. 12-3 in the 8th for Oklahoma Wesleyan in the Marion bracket. I believe that's the if necessary game there.
That'll miss away, 1-0.
Bellevue and Concordia in the Bellevue bracket. that one in the if necessary game as well, with Bellevue up 4-1 in the 6th over Concordia. Kaiser.
Bellevue was the 4 seed in that bracket, were they not?
They were. Kaiser leading Oklahoma City 4-1 in the 2nd. Well, let me refresh here, see if I can get some more updated scores, actually, because I realized, mine was still showing a 2-0 in the 2nd here. Concordia actually stormed back. It's 7-5 in the 9th.
In favor of Concordia.
In favor of Concordia, yes. Oklahoma Wesleyan up 12-4 in the 9th. Kaiser up 5-3 over Oklahoma City. The Stars needing 2 wins in New Orleans. And LSU Shreveport up 6-1 over Point Park in the Williamsburg bracket in the 8th inning there.
That's a 2-4 matchup as well.
The F game there. And Central Methodist beating William Carey 5-1 in the 5th.
That one hit right field. Lara tracks it. He'll squeeze it. One gone. So William Carey and Central Methodist, that's in the 5th, you said?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Third baseman, number 9, Omar Ortiz.
Omar Ortiz, the third baseman. Single to right center as last time.
William Carey needing 2 wins there. Central Methodist trying to prevent the if necessary game. Go ahead and get on the plane.
There goes Buxton with a nice, easy stolen base.
That was a great jump from Buxton. These Vanguard runners been timing up Toro's delivery really well.
1-0 count. Toro to Ortiz. He hits that one right center, still going up against the wall. Lara fields it off the hop. That's going to score Buxton. It's a double for Omar Ortiz, and Vanguard's on the board.
A nice hit. And the Lions trying to start something here. First run of the day. And Ortiz and Buxton will just switch places.
Isaiah Lee to the dish. He's 0 for 1. Toro delivers. Inside corner, strike 1. He'll set again. Foul back. 0-2 now on Lee. Fly to right his first time. Toro to deliver the 0-2. That one will miss away. 1-2. Email comes in from Faulkner softball player Brianna Cagle. It says, good luck from MGM Nutrition. We've got the game turned on here and everyone pulling for Faulkner big here at MGM. Hope everyone is enjoying their teas. We absolutely are. About halfway through mine. If you want to send over a refill, I'll accept it. Ball in 2 strikes. That one hit straight away center field. Anthony tracks it, squeezes it. Tagging and advancing is Ortiz. Runner 90 feet away with 2 away now.
And good play. Get the runner up a little bit. Not the ideal scenario, but you'll take another run here if you can get him, and get him 90 feet's a big step. Ortiz and Reyes Cruz having some fun over there. There's a little slight pushing back and forth with each other, smiles on their faces.
Grady Connor 0 for 1. Toro delivers. Misses away. Ball and no strikes to Connor, who fly to left his first time.
This will be pitch number 50 for J.C. Toro.
Toro kicks and delivers. Foul back, 1-1. Email comes in from Jim Stegall. Says, Jim Stegall watching from Denver, North Carolina. Thank you for the awesome broadcast. You all are really doing a phenomenal job. Idaho bound Faulkner, good to hear from you, Jim Stegall. Long way to go in this one.
1-1 account here.
The enthusiasm, though, I'm sure felt across Faulkner fans after the hot start. Grady Connor says, don't book a flight yet. He hits that one to right, cuts it to 8-2. Vanguard starting to climb the mountain.
Chipping away, chipping away, chipping away. That's what you have to do when you're facing an 8-run lead. You got time, and they are putting together a nice little rally right here. See if they can add another one.
And if you're Faulkner, you're pleased with Toro just throwing strikes. If they hit it, they hit it. Throw strikes. And so far, he's done that. I believe, is that now 33 out of 51 pitches in the zone?
It is.
He throws over. And a lot of the misses, I won't say most, but a lot of the misses have been chase pitches where he's trying to draw the swing, and Vanguard's been very disciplined. Lancho's bunt pulls back. 0-1. Connor takes his lead. Toro trying to get out of the inning with no further damage. Right up the middle. Toro couldn't get a glove on it. It's a base hit for Land, and Vanguard continuing the two-out magic. It's been working all tournament.
Yeah, Luke Arias coming up to the dish now, and it's a guy you don't want to see if you're Faulkner, a guy who hit 2 long balls last night.
The two-out terror that is Luke Arias. A pair of 2-run homers, both with 2 outs last night. And Philip Hurst out to talk with Toro. Toro only at, what do you have now, 53 pitches?
Yeah, 53.
So this is just about calming your guy down, telling him to hit his spots here. He's not hurt. They're okay with giving up the singles here and there. But you got to be careful with Arias. If you hang that slider to Arias, it's an 8-5 ball game.
Yeah, he can turn this game on its head with this at bat. And Hurst, very quick, probably a pretty simple message. Hey, kid, you got good stuff. Trust it. Throw strikes. Get this guy out and go back into the dugout. And Arias trying to completely reverse the fortunes of this game for Vanguard so far.
Misses inside, 1-0. Notice he's trying that first pitch. We'll see what the rest of the approach is. But that first pitch in on the hands of Arias. You don't want him to be able to extend. We'll see what Toro does here. You don't want to get to the top of the order. You'd rather see them next inning. There go the runners. Villa going to let him go. Double steal for Connor and Land.
Yeah, defense didn't even budge there. They're content to let him get those.
Yeah, well, if you throw down there, Connor may be on the way home. Like, he had such a good jump. They have timed Toro's release up very well. Ball and a strike. Toro. That's a high fly ball left field. I think he did it again. Luke Arias, his third 2-out home run against Faulkner in 2 days. Build the statue inside the Vanguard baseball facility if they make it to Idaho, because the 2-out terror Luke Arias has done it again. It's an 8-5 ball game.
5 runs with 2 outs in this one. It's exactly what Vanguard used yesterday to get to this game and what they're using right now to turn an 8-0 ball game into a 3-run deficit in the 4th inning.
In the last 26 hours or so, Vanguard has scored 19 runs with 2 outs. They do not go away. They do not quit. They are competitive on every pitch, and if you're going to beat them, you got to beat them. They're not going to do it for you. Wow. Luke Arias, his 3rd home run in 2 days against Faulkner. And Travis Aversa goes the other way. Phillips will track it. The inning is over. Toro gives up 5. Vanguard's back in the game with a 3-run deficit as we go to the 5th. NAIA opening round, Montgomery bracket. Joel Best messages in, says quit throwing strikes to the Vanguard catcher. Justin McGee says let's go Vanguard. Let's get those bats hot. I think that's been accomplished. Tim Estes checking in again from the offices of the Sumter County Parks and Recreation Department in Americus, Georgia. Says we've got you guys pulled up on the big screen. This entire event has been enjoyable, and you two do a great job, Tim Estes. Thank you, brother. Good to hear from you. And Judith Hudspeth emails and says, I would like to give a big shout-out to my nephew Isaiah Lee. Go Vanguard from Aunt Judy. Great to hear from you, Aunt Judy. Vanguard back in the ball game. I tell you, I believe we got a finish ahead of us. Faulkner can't rest on that 8-run lead that it had. It's down to 3, and they better find a way to get the bats going. As aside from a couple of 2-out walks issued by Justin Graves that he pitched around, Faulkner has done nothing offensively since the grand slam by Tyler Paulson. Back in the 3rd, and Paulson is the man who strides to the dish right now.
He's facing a new pitcher in Charlie Pierce. Pierce, a sophomore from Huntington Beach, California, making his 12th appearance. He's worked 12 innings, 13 hits, 9 runs, all of them earned, 9 strikeouts to 6 walks.
Big cut from Paulson, 0-1 count.
Opponent's hitting .277 against him. He's given up 1 home run.
Pierce delivers. That one will get away, 1-1. Pierce gets the side. And the righty fires. Paulson. High fly ball, right field. Grady Connor chasing. Still coming. Sliding effort in foul territory. Can't quite get there.
That was A1 hustle right there.
Oh, man, yeah. And he's done that all tournament. Like, Grady Connor covers some ground out there.
Concordia, Nebraska just punched their ticket to Lewiston. Congratulations to them. Oklahoma Wesleyan punched their ticket to Lewiston. Congratulations to them.
Appears that we have a righty working in the pen right now. For Faulkner, ball hit, right field. Connor coming on. He's got it. Paulson's retired. Justin Lara to the dish. Lara, at his best, serves kind of as a second leadoff man out of that 9-hole spot for this Faulkner lineup. Gets on base incredibly well. Vanguard has quieted him in every way over the last game plus. Let's see what the approach is here. Don't miss away. Ball and no strikes here to Lara. 351 on the year, a 441 OBP. Struck out, popped up a bunt.
Lara 3 hits in the tournament so far.
1-1 count. Misses away, 2-1.
We're currently 0 for 7 in the last 2 games.
Foul back, 2-2. Pierce studies, rocks, kicks, fires, misses away. Full count now to Justin Lara. That one fouled back by Lara.
Good job keeping a piece of that one. Ran inside on him, but was going to hit the inside edge of that plate. Would have been strike 3. Had to get a piece of it, and he did.
Lara trying to find a way to get aboard here with 1 away. Pierce working third base side of the rubber, delivers. That one fouled back. Good battle now. We're about to see the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Jeanette Jones emails, says sending love and prayers to the Vanguard Lions from Denver, Colorado, and love to Justin Graves from his Aunt Jeanette. Couldn't be more proud. Good to hear from you, Jeanette. Thanks for watching and reaching out. We've heard from Denver, Colorado, and Denver, North Carolina today. Justin Lara just got one back for Faulkner, I think. No, the park holds it off the top of the wall. Lara headed to second. I think he had started trotting. If he busted it out of the box, he's at third right now.
He may have come home by now.
Yeah.
He's very quick.
That ball just stayed in the ballpark off the yellow line across the top of the wall.
So a double, but one that you feel like could have been more for Lara. But I can't blame him. I thought that one was gone, too.
He's got to hope that that extra 90 doesn't come back to hurt Faulkner, but a well-struck ball that time.
Yeah, tapped his chest. Said, my bad, my bad. So I'd imagine next time that Lara puts one up in the air, you're going to see him sprinting down the first base line no matter what happens.
Oh. Sam Anthony with 1 away and a runner in scoring position. He's 1 for 2. Walked and singled. He struck out swinging his last time. He'll take strike 1 here.
Nice breaking ball by Pierce.
Pierce comes set. There goes Lara. He'll slide in. He just got that 90 back.
Another stolen base for Justin Lara.
I think that's 19 on the season for him now. You'll double check me.
That's 19 for 19 for Justin Lara.
Ball and a strike to Sam Anthony. A big insurance run 90 feet away. If you've watched this Vanguard team, you know you need every run you can get. Infield in on the grass. Strike 2.
Great pitch from Pierce there.
Everybody in on the grass coming home if they get the chance. Ball and 2 strikes. Top 5. 1 away. Pierce delivers. Anthony smacks it left field. If it's fair, it's gone. Fair ball. 2-run shot for Sam Anthony, his 3rd of the season. He's got 33 RBIs. We've told you that the wind is a factor this week. I think that one might get out without the wind. It's probably not as close to the line without the wind, but it's a 2-run shot for Sam Anthony. It's 10-5.
Home runs aplenty in this tournament. I've loved every bit of it. And Sam Anthony hit a tower over the foul pole there. And I started to have a little bit of deja vu of St. Thomas Freed Hardeman.
Don't you know this umpiring crew did too? And a great job, every umpire immediately on that, making sure they knew exactly where that ball was. After, I don't know how many of our fans watching right now watched that game because Faulkner and Vanguard weren't involved, but Chris Scholler of St. Thomas hit a shot that was right down the line and hooked around the pole after it went over the pole. And it was originally called a foul ball. They had a conference. Things got really interesting. They overturned it. I think they got it right. I still say
I think so too.
It was gone. 3-0 right now in Jonathan Villa.
Those umpires must have seen the ball starting to fly that way and just a pit in their stomach.
That's right. Why don't y'all get some taller foul poles out here? Make this easier. But the umpires, I had a great conversation with them after that, and they brought up a point that I don't think a lot of people think about. And Scooter Morrison in particular, I talked with at length about it as that one misses, and there's a walk for Villa. He talked about the depth perception on that for umpires gets worse the closer you are to the foul pole. So that umpire at third who's down that left field line, you think he's got the best view. He might not if it goes over the pole. So they say that your depth perception is just completely thrown off. And Scooter Morrison went back to basic 7th grade algebra with rise over run to talk about how you're supposed to see that ball and started to, I say algebra, some geometry with rise over run. And I thought, so I wanted to apologize to my 10th grade geometry teacher who on day 1 of class sat me down and she went through the whole class and she said, tell me what you want to be when you grow up. I'm going to tell you how you're going to use geometry in your profession. And she went through everybody in the class and she got to me and she said, what do you want to be when you grow up? I said, I want to be a play-by-play guy. She said, I don't know how you're going to use it. Give me a minute. She went around. She finished the class. She came back. She says, I don't know how you're going to use it, but I know you will. I said, no, ma'am. I will never need geometry ever in my life as a play-by-play guy. Nobody cares that if Kobe is point A and Shaq is point B, it's not going to be needed. Well, I'm 39 years old, and in the NAIA opening round Montgomery bracket for the first time in my life broadcasting, rise over run and geometry has surfaced. I apologize to my 10th grade geometry teacher. It took 25 years, but you were right. NAIA opening round Montgomery bracket back in a moment. I don't know what they'll pay, but I heard they were hiring a full-time guy tomorrow. Sean Ross. Facing the new pitcher, Tyler Armenta. Armenta has been the tormentor of Faulkner bats in his outings in this tournament.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull up some tournament stats for him, but internet being really slow right now, so we'll go with the season ones to take the first look. 4.76 ERA for Armenta, 5-3 record, 15 appearances, 12 starts, 61 and a third innings of work.
Ross the other way, flaring. Grady Connor gets it. He'll squeeze it. There's an out.
A great hustle from Connor getting there.
Quick email in. Margie Austin is asking the dimensions here at Harrison Field. A lot of times we go over that. I don't think we have today. Straight down both lines is 330. And then right dead center is 400 with the high batter's eye. So both lines 330.
And pretty much straight line all the way to dead center where it angles off.
Yeah,
so there's not a whole lot of places for kind of weird hops that you may see at like a Fenway or somewhere like that. It's got a different shaped outfield.
But it is a little unique, as we've seen in this tournament. The way that the center field wall angles that high batter's eye can be a problem if you're not used to playing it.
Yeah.
And we saw that early in the tournament. By the way, Luke Hobbs sends you a puppy picture.
Oh, my goodness.
There you go.
What a happy dog.
That's right. So,
a 304 batting average against for Tyler Armenta. Struck out 24, walked 6.
Aruz watches that go by. 1-0. So Faulkner has plated 6 of its 10 runs via the homer. Vanguard's plated 3 of its 5 via the homer, and now Aruz drops a ball into left. That's going to send Isaiah Brooks around to third, and Aruz slides in with a double.
Nice double down the line for Alex Aruz, and thought Brooks may have tried to leg for home there. Think smart decision to hold him up.
Left fielder, number 5, Isaac Phillips.
So 2 gone in the inning for Isaac Phillips. Another long inning here. I wonder if Toro comes back out or if he's at least over there throwing.
Yeah, it looks like he is.
I think he is. I think he's over there throwing, trying to stay loose. There have been some long offensive innings for Faulkner. We're in the top of the 5th, and we're, 2 hours into this game.
Yeah, we are.
Aruz at second. Brooks at third. Phillips at the plate. Armenta on the hill. That one up the middle and a base hit. It's going to get one home. They're going to wave Aruz to the plate. That's a 2-run single for Isaac Phillips, who's got 17 RBIs in postseason play.
Isaac Phillips just over on first, throwing up his hands. It's what I do. Like, he drives in runs in the postseason. Isaac Phillips has been insanely good. Mr. May for Faulkner,
Yeah,
Isaac
he's got
Phillips.
17. It's unreal. Number 5 has got 17 RBIs in the 5th month of 2021. Isaac Phillips has been huge for the Eagles, and that's 12-5. John Michael Matthews, straightaway center. Riker tracking it shy of the wall. He'll catch it. And the inning is over, but Faulkner gets back 4 of the 5 they gave up. We go to the bottom of the 5th, NAI opening round, Montgomery bracket. Landon Riker leading off. Back to the hill, J.C. Toro, 7-run lead. I want to take a moment here, Carter Moles, and give a quick shout out. We've received a lot of that ball foul back. We've received a lot of really positive commentary and feedback from you guys on the broadcast work, but we're able to kind of do what we enjoy doing right here because of the work of a student-led staff here with the Faulkner Sports Network. That one fouled back 0-2. Our producer for today's game, Ethan Forsman. The team of Ethan Forsman, Casey Clanahan, and John Mounts has handled our production all tournament long. They've been doing a great job. Natalie Wilson is our statistician here, and it's been just a great group of young people in the press box for this tournament as Riker chases and misses that one. These are all Faulkner students. School was done 2 weeks ago, and almost 3 weeks ago now, and these are folks who are giving up a part of their summer, and they're coming back to work. Grayson Plunkett, our PA guy today, part of that team, and just wanted to recognize all of those young people. One out in the inning as Aki bucks into the plate. He had a single his last time, so I want you to check him for a fever because he had 3 homers and a double before that. That was his first solo hit or single hit of the day, or the tournament rather. That went over for a strike.
Yeah, these students have made it very easy for us to come in and do what we do with everything else going on. They've been able to knock out everything with making sure that this broadcast runs smoothly, and we've been able to come in after dealing with all the administrative stuff, the COVID testing and the shuttling umpires and everything in between to come in, pick up a headset, and talk about baseball.
Yeah, one squeezed by the right fielder, Justin Lara, 2 gone. Our women's basketball coach, Reed Sutton, our men's assistant basketball coach, Drew Wilson, and our volleyball coach, Tori Bartels, have all...
Renda now.
Yeah, Renda now. I'm sorry. The email still says Bartels. So, but Tori Renda, all have been phenomenal. They have handled operations here while we're on air, which has allowed us to continue to do this, and we feel like those people need recognition. They wouldn't ask for it, but we wanted to put it out there. Joe Johnson, big cut, can't get it there. No balls and a strike.
0 for 2 today is Joe Johnson. 318 on the season, 418 on base. 11 round trippers, 48 RBIs.
Don't miss away, 1-1. Johnson, a little quiet so far today, but he's been excellent this tournament. Toro delivers. Big cut there, 1-2.
And found out from Jeff Melton that Johnson was the one who had originally dyed his hair, and then everyone else started copying the trend from him at the conference tournament, and now I think 4 or 5 guys in the starting lineup, all with the bleached hair.
That'll miss away, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Joe Johnson awaits. High fly ball, slicing.
Phillips
lost it. Johnson's going to get extra bases out of it. Phillips lost it in the sun and the wind, and Johnson's going to turn it into a triple. A fortuitous situation for Vanguard as the elements help play into a triple there.
Yeah, Phillips, usually really good reads on the ball, just completely lost that one. And Johnson, sprinting out of the box, turns it into a triple.
So Omar Ortiz up with guess how many outs? And a runner at third.
Like I said last night, I think Vanguard would be totally okay if we just started every offensive inning with 2 outs. They've been so good with it.
There's a setting for that on MLB The Show if you want a quick play. I think Vanguard with the quick play settings would be unbeatable. That one fouled off. 0-1.
Omar Ortiz, 2 for 2, a single and a double.
Ortiz lifting the average a little bit now with a good day today. That one fouled back. He's up to 342 on the year. 11 homers and 51 RBIs. Got a single and a double. And again, 7 runs may seem like a lot, but the way Vanguard's played, it's not.
Yeah, 8 runs seemed like a lot a couple innings ago, and all of a sudden they cut it down to a 3-run ball game in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, when you go back to yesterday's game for them against Freed Hardeman, a game they ended up winning 11-9, of those 11 runs, they scored 9 from the 6th inning on. So Vanguard really, really good in the late innings here. They got 5 or 4 of their 6 against Faulkner after the 7th. And there's a shot down the left field line. Tommy Reyes-Cruz can't pick it. That's going to be another double for Ortiz and another run for Vanguard with 2 outs.
A nice hit down the line. Took a bounce over Reyes-Cruz. Bad hop on him. And a double for Ortiz. Let's cut it down to 6.
Are we up to 20 runs scored with 2 outs in the last day?
Yeah.
That's unreal. 20 runs with 2 outs.
In 23 hours.
Yeah.
And they were asleep for some of those.
Toro delivers. Foul back by Isaiah Lee. No balls and a strike. That one hit high. The shortstop Ross will squeeze it. And the inning is over. We go to the top of the 6th. 12-6 Vanguard. Trailing. Needing to hold Faulkner to get back in it. Faulkner might not want to cool the bats off just yet. NAI opening round. Montgomery bracket. Tommy Reyes-Cruz to the dish to lead off for Faulkner here. New pitcher is the left-hander, Jackson Weber. Threw really well last night.
Yeah, Weber was shut down in the 10th inning of last night's game. The junior from Bothell, Washington. A 3.65 ERA. This is his 16th appearance.
Pops it straight up.
3-1 record, including last night's win.
Email comes in from David Myers, says watching from the University of Southern Mississippi in Hattiesburg. Great to hear from you. And of course, Jonathan Villa's father-in-law there. Reyes-Cruz hits it straight away. Fielded by Riker, one gone. Tyler Paulson to the dish. This is Bill Padula emails. Axine says, this is Kathleen, Sean Ryan's mama in California, going to Idaho with a win. Good to hear from you. Paulson hit the grand slam earlier, the big blow in the game so far. Justin McGee says, come on, Vanguard, let's keep these bats high. That'll miss away. Ball and no strikes.
Jackson Weber threw 19 pitches last night, faced 5 batters. He gave up the triple to Phillips, but then retired the next 4.
Yeah. Got the win last night.
And that breaking ball was just absolutely disgusting last night.
Yeah, he's got that 12-6 break on that curve that it is hard to hit. Didn't break for him that time. 3-0. Don't see activity in the Faulkner pen right now, so at the moment at least, it's Toro's ball game. That'll miss high, and there's a walk to Tyler Paulson.
4-pitch walk. Always tough from a coaching perspective to watch.
Justin Laura missed putting a ball out by about 6 inches. It hit off the yellow line in left field. It was a double. He then stole third and scored on Sam Anthony's 2-run homer in the 5th. He'll foul that one away.
Kaiser up 4 in the 8th as they are inching near to a trip to Kansas City. Or Lewiston. Drew Wilson standing back here.
They might want to go to Kansas City. They may want to stop. Kaufman's a nice stadium to visit.
Grab some barbecue. Yep. Continue on the way. And Drew Wilson back behind us. And I'm thinking about basketball's final sight for a second.
Straight away. Riker coming on, and it'll drop, and Paulson's got to rush to get there. Get dirty, Paulie. Lucky to be called safe there as he ran in standing up.
Yeah, very, very fortunate.
Every time I coach my son's little league, I'm like, slide. What are you doing? Slide.
And when that's coming from the one washing the jersey too, you better do it.
Yeah. Sam Anthony up, runners on first and second. Anthony had a 2-run shot down the left field line his last time. So I think if you stop and you look at, and they're not, we've encountered them in various sports, so I think about them, but what a year the Kaiser Athletic Department has had.
Yeah. They've been killing it in every single sport.
Ball and no strikes.
Women's soccer national champions.
High fly ball left field, chasing it is Buxton. Still going. Sam Anthony with a 3-run shot. He's got 5 RBIs and a pair of jacks in the last 2 innings. That gives him 4 on the year.
Sam Anthony is a bad man. My goodness. over the scoreboard. Back-to-back Jimmy Jacks for Sam Anthony.
So our assistant coach for men's basketball, Drew Wilson, our women's head coach, Reed Sutton, have been working this tournament all week long. They predicted the final score. They didn't predict the winner. They predicted the final score today was going to be 15-13. There's 15 on the board right now. If it holds, somebody pay Drew Wilson and Reed Sutton. That one misses high, ball and no strikes. 2-0 count. That one will miss away. 3-0. Jonathan Villa trying to follow up on the Sam Anthony homer, keeping the inning alive. That one misses high. Anthony had 2 home runs coming into the 5th inning. It's the 6th. He's got 4 home runs. He's had a season in the last 2 at-bats.
And couldn't come at more opportune times.
Well, and he's a guy, we talked about him coming into today. He struggled in this tournament. He's now 3 for 4 today.
Yeah. And we needed him to we needed to see why he's been so good this year. And why he's been that leadoff man from day one for Faulkner. And he's shown that in this game. The tournament's been rough, but what a way to turn it around in the winner go home game with a 3 for 4, 2 home run, 5 RBI performance.
So now for Vanguard, again, they are not done. We have seen this offense with now 12 outs to play. They need 9 runs, but we've seen this offense. If you're Faulkner, you can't rest. You've got to keep trying to score. And Coach Pegg's just trying to find somebody to get him out of this inning, get the bats back to the plate. But over the last 2 days, Vanguard has scored 20 runs with 2 outs. So it's far from over.
Yeah.
So
this game is definitely nowhere going to be close to over. Like you could look 15-6, that may be ball game. No. Vanguard's got some really good bats. They've been clutch throughout this entire event. And if you're Faulkner, you cannot rest until that last out's counted.
Absolutely. We pause for a moment. NAI opening round Montgomery bracket.
Jacob Farmer is taken over on the hill. Farmer, a senior from Norwalk, California. Farmer, one of the 7 arms seen last night.
That one over. 1-1 right now on Sean Ross. Ross on the day, 0 for 3. He's walked and scored. Top of the 6th, 15-6 your score.
Isaiah Brooks running at first now for Villa.
That one over for a strike. This is the 6th pitcher of the ball game for Vanguard.
Farmer has faced a total of 7 batters and has gotten 6 outs.
Ross awaits. Froze him. So Ross takes strike 3 called. He'll head to the dugout. 2 away now for Alex Aruz.
Corner paint job there from Farmer.
Email comes in from Katie Villa, the wife of Jonathan Villa, says, watching from Eufaula, go Jonathan and go Eagles. That one over for a strike. Aruz awaits. Aruz on the day, 1 for 3, a couple runs scored, an RBI. He's also walked. That one over, 0-2. Farmer delivers. Misses. Brooks back at first. Ball and 2 strikes. Farmer gets the sign. Fires. Gets Aruz swinging. The inning is over. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 15-6. Faulkner leads Vanguard in AI, opening round Montgomery bracket. Grady Connor to the dish now, leading off for Vanguard. They need 9 runs. You got to start with base runners. J.C. Toro, 75 pitches over 5 innings, starts the 6th. Inside, ball 1.
52 strikes for Toro on 75 pitches. We're now 76.
Foul back. Email comes in from Mary Gleddish. Says y'all are doing a wonderful job announcing. Thank you. Appreciate your kind words, Mary. She says, Eagles, stay hungry, fellas, from George and Mary Gleddish, a.k.a. Grande and Nani. Great to hear from you, Mary. Thanks for your kind words. High fly ball from Grady Connor. That is, I don't even know how you see that. It's still going just foul, and Justin Lara catches it. So it goes about 329 feet and lands about a foot shot to the right of the foul pole, and Justin Lara makes the grab.
And sailed up in the air probably 70, 80 feet, too.
I mean,
that was up there.
That was a looper. Get Matt Land to the plate. Email comes in from Michelle Paulson. We'll get in a moment. That's another high arcing foul ball. Exact same area, not nearly as deep. And John Michael Matthews will squeeze it in foul territory, and that's 2 away quickly. Michelle Paulson says, so excited for Taylor and this Faulkner team. He's been through a lot, and to watch him hit that grand slam makes me so happy that he continues to work so hard to play the game he loves. Lots of love from Shanahan. Mom, great to hear from you, Michelle Paulson.
How does this keep happening?
So
Deja vu. Luke Arias at the plate with 2 outs.
Luke Arias at the plate with 2 outs. Everybody play with your back against the wall. Strike 1. 3 2-out home runs from Luke Arias against Faulkner in the last 2 games. That one's not going to get out of here. John Michael Matthews says he's got it. He does. 3 pop-ups and a quick inning of work for J.C. Toro. NAI opening around Montgomery bracket. Back here live, Harrison Field, Faulkner University. Isaac Phillips to the plate. New catcher is Luke Arias. Or rather, is Kevin Miser replacing Luke Arias. Isaac Phillips hits one into the gap in right center for a leadoff single. If you look at Arias, since 11 a.m. yesterday, Arias has caught 25 innings.
Actually, since 3 p.m. Game didn't start until 3 yesterday.
Oh, yeah, since 3 o'clock yesterday. So he caught 9 against Freed, 10 against Faulkner, and now today he got through 6 with Faulkner. So I imagine Arias would get another at bat if the game gets close, but you save his knees right now. He's got to be tired. So Kevin Miser, a very good defensive catcher back behind the plate. No balls and a strike. John Michael Matthews awaits.
He's probably tired from trotting the bases so much.
Fouls it off. 0-2. That was Phillips's third hit of the ball game. One of two Eagles with 3 hits. Oh, 2 on Matthews as Phillips takes his lead. That'll miss away, 1-2. Matthews today, fly to left, walked, fly to center. Farmer delivers. This is inside. You want to look at one of, I think, honestly, if you want to circle it, the biggest difference in this ball game right now. And I'll give it to you after this pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Farmer delivers. This is high. Faulkner's hitting .367 in the game. Vanguard's hitting .333. The difference in the game, Vanguard has walked 11 batters. Faulkner has not walked a batter.
Yeah, it's always a bad sign for a team when
foul tip stays alive.
When the other team has less hits than runs, and that's the case for Vanguard today. They've struggled with walking batters. Faulkner has not had that issue yet, and that's why there's a 9-run difference in this game.
So Faulkner has 11 hits, but they also have 11 walks, and that is the math that is hurting the Lions right now. Full count, payoff pitch, misses away. That's walk number 12. We knew pitching could be an issue because Vanguard, by having lost the first meeting to Faulkner, had to play that extra game to get to the championship round. This is their 5th game since Monday. It is Faulkner's 4th game since Monday. And Rob Pegg is just trying to find arms that can get through it right now. His guys have been gutsy. They've been gritty. They have delivered in big spots all week long, but it takes its toll. And you're seeing that right now as they've issued a very un-Vanguard-like 12 walks. They'll go to the pen for a new pitcher. We'll tell you who it is. NAIA opening round, Montgomery bracket. Back in a moment. here, Harrison Field, Faulkner University. Matt Lester, the new pitcher. His third appearance since, in the last 24 hours, actually. He appeared against Freed yesterday, against Faulkner yesterday, and now again today.
Yeah, he's the seventh different pitcher.
Tommy Reyes Cruz, foul ball. It's a strike with a couple runners on and nobody out.
Seventh different pitcher in this game. There are 17 total pitchers that have entered for Vanguard throughout the season.
That one should be squeezed, and it will be by Aki Buxton.
Now batting, designated hitter number 22, Tyler Paulson.
Our PA announcer has changed Tyler Paulson's jersey number twice in his stride to the plate. Paulson is jersey number 22. He had a grand slam earlier. Fouls it back. Paulson, a couple of homers, 14 RBIs, hitting .304 on the year. He's also walked today. Email comes in from Matthew Taylor. Subject says, having a ball. He says, super stoked to be watching the Eagles do their thing. So proud of my nephew Ty and his teammates. Shout out to Coach Mike. Let's go golf. That one over. 0-2.
So Kaiser officially punches their ticket.
No balls, 2 strikes. Lester delivers. Paulson down the left field line. Phillips headed to the dish. Matthews headed to the dish. It's a 2-run double for Tyler Paulson. It's 17-6. He's got 6 RBIs today, and the mountain just gets steeper for Vanguard now.
Yeah, Paulson has been massive for the Eagles today. A guy who had come in a little bit as a pitcher, occasional pinch hitting role, and you get thrown into the championship game, win or go home, and deliver 6 RBIs, home run and a double. Have yourself a day, Paulson.
Justin Lara waits. He's 2 for 4 with a couple of runs. Struck out, popped up a bunt, doubled and singled. 1-0 on him right now with 1 out. Fouls it back. 1-1. Jim Stegall hits us back up. Says emailed earlier, however, I wanted to say how extremely nice of you to acknowledge the behind-the-scenes students. Great job all the way around. Jim Stegall, Denver, North Carolina. Guys, that is not very nicely done for the broadcast team. That is very nicely done for our staff. Thank you all so much for the work that you've done this week and this year. What most don't realize is, and we don't ask you to realize it because it's just what we do, and we're thankful to get to do it, and that sends Paulson to third on the wild pitch. A year ago, a little over a year ago, when the world shut down, we as sports information staff went home. We didn't know when college athletics were going to come back. We worked in a small college, and we knew that budgets could be a problem. And we sat at home for 6 weeks working from home, and with every phone call that came from a Faulkner number, that one filed away, we were waiting for the call that we'd been laid off or that we wouldn't be needed. And that never happened, and we're thankful for that. But even still, with the road ahead, we weren't actually sure we would get to this moment at the end of an academic year, at the end of an athletic year in May, and have a chance to complete every season for every team in a school. That one misses away as the infield's in now for Vanguard, full count. So to be here on what we know is our final day of the season working as a sports information staff, it's a pretty big deal for us. We have worked 158 games across varying sports since the beginning of January. And game 158 is the last one for us, and it means a lot for us to be here, but we don't do it if not for our student staff. Like
there's no way we could do any of this without them.
We watched all all of our fall sports get moved into the spring while spring sports were still going on, and we've managed to live stream every home game of every sport this year because of that staff. We've statted every home game for every sport this year because of that staff. We've run operations, tickets, concessions, everything that's been needed we've done because of our Faulkner Sports Network student staff. And these are kids that their work study, their scholarship, their volunteer, and they do this because they love it. And we love them and appreciate them. So thank you for indulging us and letting us praise them for just a moment. Runners on the corners right now for Sam Anthony, who's hit a pair of home runs in his last two appearances, and now it looks like Lester's favoring the arm, and he doesn't look good. Third appearance in 24 hours for him, and you just hope he doesn't injure himself. I know he's a senior, and that if this score holds, his career at Vanguard's done, but you still would rather see him leave healthy.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always tough to see careers end, and that's the I think the unspoken part about postseason games is like careers are ending just pretty free, just a ridiculous amount of regularity, and you never know when it can be the last. And you look at the buzzer beaters in basketball or in the walk-offs in baseball, and you see the joy and the exuberance of one team, and then you don't think about the kid who his career ended just like that, with the blink of an eye, with the swing of a bat. And a sport he's played for 15, 20 years, just like that, is no longer a competitive sport, or so all of a sudden he's playing in adult rec leagues.
Anthony hits another one. Buxton trying to find it. He'll squeeze it over by the line. Tagging and scoring is Tyler Paulson. It's 18-6 here in the seventh.
So sack fly for Anthony. 6 RBIs on his last 3 trips to the plate. That'll play.
Villa awaits. That one in the dirt. Lara steals second. That was RBI number 6 for Sam Anthony today on the sacrifice fly.
This was a 3-run ball game back in the 4th. And since that time, Faulkner's gone on a 10-1 run.
Two 2-0. The lefty Lester delivers. Big cut that time. Villa can't get it. Two 2-1. Villa 1 for 3 on the day. A pair of walks. Legged out an infield single back in the first. I'll take that strike.
Yeah, Lester just hummed it right down the middle and low.
2-2. Bowl coming here from Lester to try to get his team out of the inning. See if he can get the bats back to work again. Fouled away. Wind coming straight in and now swirling back out. I'm telling you, we've seen that wind wreak havoc with outfielders in this game and infielders and everything else. So I think home plate umpire just out to check on Lester, make sure he's okay. As Lester, body language has not been great, even though he's throwing pretty well.
Central Methodist just punched their ticket to Lewiston.
So Faulkner is the last Southern States Athletic Conference team still standing. Loyola and Middle Georgia went down yesterday. William Carey went down today. The 1 seeds were reeling early in this opening round, but they have recovered largely. Big cut from Villa, can't get it. The inning is over. 18-6, Faulkner leads at stretch time at Harrison Field. NAIA opening round, Montgomery bracket. Vice versa. 1 pitch, 1 out.
J.C. Toro's thrown a total of 6 pitches now and gotten 4 outs.
It's going to bring Landon Riker to the dish. Email comes in from Billy Hillier. Says, thanks to you, Jeremy, and your entire staff, especially the students. It meant so much to those of us who were having to stay home because of the pandemic. The involvement of the students is especially gratifying, and they've been super. Thanks to all. For our Vanguard fans out there who don't know, that's Billy Hillier, who is longtime president of Faulkner University and still very, very involved in life at Faulkner here. And for our students, that's high praise from somebody who's well invested. 2 balls, no strikes. Toro to Riker. Grounder, left side foul. 2-1 now.
Riker 0 for 3 on the day.
Be interested to see if Toro keeps it at 18-6. Does Patrick McCarthy start to throw some at-bats to some other players here? Or does he continue with the foot on the gas? Fouled away, 2-2. Patrick McCarthy out handling the foul ball duties himself there.
I think everyone kind of a little bit taken aback because I know the umpires before the game basically telling everyone to stay on the warning track around.
Straight away, Anthony catches it.
Unless it's your turn at bat or you're on base or in the field. So there have been a couple instances where, like, the rhythm of these guys have gotten a little bit thrown off because sometimes they'll be, like for Faulkner, you'll see Yuli Sosa come out and pick up gear pretty frequently, and now all of a sudden it's the guy who's on deck who has to go get it or the guy in the hole.
Aki Buxton. 1 for 3 today with a single, and he gets hit. Well, if you're going to do it, may as well do it on the first pitch so you don't waste any other pitches.
And Buxton on board, and what do you know, Vanguard starting something with 2 outs.
Joe Johnson.
Joe Johnson.
Johnson. The wind really whipping out right now. Johnson will reset his batting gloves. Step right back in. 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th, 18-6 Faulkner NAI opening round Montgomery bracket. Toro delivers. There goes the defensive indifference to Aki Buxton. He says, if you're going to let me take it, I'll take it. Shout out again to our friends over at MGM Nutrition. Brianna Cagle came over with a bevy of drinks for the press box.
Good people over there at MGM.
I'm telling you. That one ripped over John Michael Matthews' head. Buxton will round third. He'll head to the dish. It's an RBI single with guess how many outs for Joe Johnson. That's now 21 runs with 2 outs for Vanguard going back to 3 p.m. yesterday. So in a 24-hour period, 21 runs with 2 outs.
He's been absolutely – it's been ridiculous to watch because first 2 outs, a lot of these innings come pretty easily. And then all of a sudden, 2 outs, all right, let's play ball.
There's the defensive indifference. That'll advance Johnson.
Vanguard needing 11 more runs.
Straightaway center. That'll drop. Here comes Johnson. Play at the plate. Got him. What a throw by Sam Anthony. And is Joe Johnson all right? I think he is. Jonathan Villa had to go up the line to get the ball. He tagged Johnson, who tried to dive over the top of him, and Johnson's out. That'll keep it at an 11-run game. We go to the 8th. 18-7 Faulkner NAIA opening round Montgomery bracket. Molnar misses away to Sean Ross.
Ross 0 for 4.
Foul tip by Ross that time. Miser up, walking it off.
Facing the 8th different pitcher in this game, number 5, Garrett Molnar.
Amelia Castillo email says, Vanguard team, I'm very proud of your hard work and accomplishment. Anthony Castillo, we are all very proud of you. Joshua Evans emails. Says, Josh Evans and Copeland Hillier watching here at Arrowhead while at work. Go Eagles. We have the best commentators in the NAI. Really enjoy listening to you guys. Y'all are the best and keep the hard work up. Thank you so much, Josh. We appreciate kind words and low standards. It is exactly how we got our wives. 1 ball, 1 strike on Sean Ross. He awaits the delivery from Garrett Molnar. Misses away, 2-1.
Just taking a look at the lineups. If you're following along on live stats with DAC stats, looking at the difference in lineups for these two teams, Faulkner, it's been the 10 on the card plus Isaiah Brooks.
Check swing, and they say he didn't. So rung him up. Sean Ross is done.
And then 8 different pitchers for Vanguard, a change at catcher. A lot of different Lions playing in this one. Not as many Eagles, and Eagles trying to pad their lead a little bit here. Because with this Vanguard team, absolutely no run lead is safe.
Ball and no strikes. Alex Aruz. High fly ball left field. Should hang up for Riker. He'll catch it. 2 away now for Isaac Phillips. 3 for 4. Couple of runs, 3 RBIs.
Now batting, left fielder, number 5, Isaac Phillips.
Isaac Phillips, 3 for 2 today, 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored, and a walk.
Phillips now 17 RBIs in the postseason for Faulkner. So 17 RBIs in the month of May. Oh, 1 count on him right now. 0-2. 6 outs left to play for Vanguard. They need 11 runs. That'll miss away. 1-2. Faulkner, I would assume, at 92 pitches, will send J.C. Toro back out there again.
Yeah, you got an 11-run lead. I think you have someone ready just in case he starts running into some trouble, but you let him pitch what he can.
Grounder, third, Ortiz. Throws him out. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Garrett Molnar. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 18-7. Faulkner leads Vanguard. NAI opening round Montgomery bracket.
No, it's Stafford.
Jax is now hiring at every store, from part-time jobs to management opportunities. Have fun, work proud, and serve your town with a smile. Visit workatjax.com or apply at your local Jax. Now serving success.
Sell online tickets directly from your school's website. Scan digital or printed tickets with the Hometown Gate app. and get immediate access to ticket revenue with real-time reporting at no cost to your school. It's that easy to bring touchless ticketing to your hometown. Hometown. Fast scans, happy fans.
Close the book on J.C. Toro. 92 pitches, 11 hits, 7 earned, 3 strikeouts. It's not a line you're going to write home about, but J.C. Toro didn't walk anybody and did what he needed to do to get his team in position today, and there's an error by Tommy Reyes-Cruz.
Yeah, just poorly played there.
It's going to be a two-base error at that.
Yeah, lifted up the glove and just rolled right underneath. We saw John Michael Matthews have a similar play yesterday. Reyes-Cruz a little bit too relaxed with the 11-run lead there.
Isaiah Lee on second after the error. Grady Connor to the dish.
Facing new Faulkner pitcher Stafford Quinley. Quinley, 4.66 ERA, 3-1 record, 19 appearances. This is number 20 for him, the most on this Faulkner pitching staff. 2 starts, 29 innings of work. He has 5 saves, a opponent batting average of .232, 23 strikeouts, 9 walks, 15 earned runs out of 17 total runs, 26 hits.
Quinley, one of the really cool stories on this Faulkner team. He came to Faulkner as a JV baseball player and was on that JV team since the Obama administration. Back in, I think, 2015 was his first year here.
It was.
And just kicked around on the JV team. They added him to varsity as a courtesy runner during his junior year in 2019. He played 2020 as a courtesy runner. COVID happened and gave him a year of eligibility back. He shows up this year, and they figure out that he can sidearm, and so now he's got 29 innings pitched this season. That's the only 29 innings pitched in his career. Stafford Quinley been a big part of what Faulkner's done this year because of the late discovery of his pitching ability.
And just a good dude, a hard worker.
Big cut, can't get it, retires Grady Connor.
It's one of the guys that, if you've been watching before games, when we started the broadcast early and all that, he's usually out there helping with the field. He could save a game and then the first part of a doubleheader, and then he'll immediately go grab the weed killer backpack and just start working on the field right after. And
for us, Stafford's one that we know because he watches our Faulkner Sports Network broadcast no matter what the sport is. And just a big supporter of our students and what we do here. No balls and a strike. Quinley delivers. That one kicks off a via, and that will allow Lee to trot down to third. So another run 90 feet away for Vanguard. 5 outs to play. They're down 11. In the event that I don't mention it again, I just want to give a thanks to all of our viewers this week. That one misses inside corner, 2-1. We've had a lot of emails from Vanguard fans, St. Thomas fans, Our Lady of the Lake fans, Freed Hardeman fans, Faulkner fans. Everybody has been kind, very encouraging and courteous. Look at that ball slice.
A great hit.
Just Land's going to get to second with a double on a ball that, if you're on a golf course, you're frustrated as you can be, but on a baseball field, it's a beauty. That's an RBI single for Land, cuts it to 10, or an RBI double.
Luke Arias checking back in now. He's re-entering.
I think you've got a Frisbee golf tee time.
Yeah.
Be meeting up with my buddy this afternoon, go play some disc golf for the first time in about 3-4 weeks.
Good luck with that wind out there.
It'll be fun. Luckily, I throw sidearm too, so some of these holes it'll just kind of counter it and may have some actually straight drives. It'll be nice.
Luke Arias. He thought about it. It's foul.
He nearly did it again.
There's not enough outs, though.
He needs one more out.
Yeah, there's only one out. He's going to need, if he's going to hit a homer here, he's going to need Matt Land to get thrown out on the bases first. Luke Arias, 3 two-out homers in the last 24 hours. That one misses. Actually, way less than that. They're all against Faulkner, so in the last 19 hours. 1-1. Misses. 2-1. Quinley. Set. Fires. Misses. 3 balls and a strike to Luke Arias. He homered to left in the 4th. It was a 3-run shot that cut it to 8-5. Faulkner currently leads 18-8. That one misses. And he walks Arias.
And it looks like Tommy Rodriguez will come in, courtesy run for him.
So Rodriguez runs for Arias.
Tommy Rodriguez. Now batting, shortstop number 33, Travis Aversa.
Aversa with a very un-Aversa-like 0 for 4 today. Flying to right, pop to right, flying to left, grounded to first.
Aversa, one of the most popular dudes in the NAIA. Delivered big time last night to force this game. Leadoff double in the 10th. Score the winning run.
Ball and a strike on Travis Aversa. That one gets the zone, 1-2. Quinley sets, delivers. Aversa, towering foul ball, hit over toward the football field. Nope, the wind will catch it and leave it just inside the fence.
Yeah, it hit the side of the fence and bounced into fair territory.
That is a ball you and I, on a normal day, watch go over toward the football field and over toward Sojourner Park. But the wind is blowing so hard right now that it just caught it and left it up there in the field. Ball and 2 strikes. Up the middle, snared by Quinley. To third for 1, to first for 3. A triple play. Or did he pick it off the ground?
He picked it off the ground, a double play.
A double play.
1-5-3
we'll
double
take
play.
an extra out if you want to give it to us. It's fine. So he picked it off the ground, 1-5-3. You don't see that every day. And the inning is over. We go to the 9th. 18-8 NAIA opening round Montgomery bracket.
No, he's never pitched.
I don't have a
in
pitching
college.
line on Elijah Weeks, the new pitcher for Vanguard. Here's what I can tell you. According to his Vanguard bio, what career did you want when you were in elementary school? Astrophysicist. If you were a talk show host, who's the first guest you'd have on your show? Creed Bratton. Who are 3 famous people you'd like to have dinner with? Casey Frey, Kim Jong-un, and Katniss Everdeen. What talent or skill do you wish you had? Teleportation. If they made a movie about you, what actor or actress would you want to play you? Jennifer Aniston. Elijah Weeks, you're okay in my book. That's good stuff.
Yeah, this is his first collegiate pitching appearance. Trying to get 3 outs here in the 9th and give his team a puncher's chance. Needing 10 in the 3 outs.
Over for a strike, 3-1. That one popped up, right side, tracking it. No, it'll get down for a hit. Long run by Tommy Rodriguez, couldn't get there. And just got to hope he's okay. Patrick McCarthy, Faulkner's head coach, immediately out to check on him. McCarthy had a better view of it from the first base dugout than anybody else did, and him rushing out to check makes me a little concerned here. McCarthy checks on Rodriguez. Rob Pegg out to check on him as well. Let's pause for just a moment. NAI opening round Montgomery bracket. Tommy Rodriguez appears to be okay. He'll stay in the game.
Yeah, he dove hard going for that ball and able to stay in the game.
Listen, I know the score doesn't look like it right now, 18-8. But you and I have said it this whole tournament. I still believe these are 2 of the best 10 teams in the country.
Yeah, without a doubt.
I think these 2 teams both deserve to go to Lewiston with how good they are and as good as their seasons have been. Unfortunately, only one can go. But don't think there's any lack of respect between McCarthy and Pegg and the jobs that they've done. Ball and no strikes on Tommy Reyes Cruz. 0 for 3 today. An RBI and a run scored, a pair of walks. This is his 6th plate appearance. Over for a strike, 2-1.
Reyes Cruz, 0 for 3 today.
Fouls it back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hargis takes his lead. Tommy Ray's Cruz awaits. He'll rip it center field. Drops for a hit.
Nice hit up the gut. I'll bring up Tyler Paulson, who's been
Now batting. Designated hitter
nothing shy of spectacular today.
Tyler Paulson.
Looks like Alberto Lopez will come on to run at first.
Your attention, please. Now running at first, number 27, Alberto Lopez.
Tyler Paulson. Pair of runners. He's driven in 6 runs today. Strike one. Weeks will check the runner at second, deliver. Paulson will foul it back, 1-1.
Just 2 opening round games going on in the country right now.
And he hit Paulson. Bases loaded. Nobody out now for Justin Lara.
This one here, and then
Bo Second will pinch hit.
this one here, and a game over in the Westmont bracket. Georgia Gwinnett up 4-1 over Hope International. And in the Santa Barbara bracket at the if necessary game. So winner to Idaho there. Second makes his second appearance in the tournament.
Weeks delivers. I want to get away. Ben Hargis to the plate. It's 19-8. Everybody up 90. Email comes in from Joel Best, who wanted to take a minute to praise the Faulkner Ball Club and coaching staff. He says, how much character has Faulkner shown today and all season long in the face of adversity? He said Faulkner lost 2 starting pitchers before opening day, fought weather and COVID all year long, went a stretch mid-season of 2 weeks without playing or being able to practice as a team. They lost the best run producer in the conference a day before this tournament. And this group of men, led by Patrick McCarthy, there's a big cut from second, can't get it. Patrick McCarthy, Mike Correa, Phillip Hurst, and Sean Ryan, and maybe some interjection from Jerry Green and Joel Best, has not only met but risen above every single obstacle they've faced on and off the field. It remains to be seen how far they can go, but I wouldn't want to face them, and especially with a healthy team a week from now. This team is just beginning to peak offensively, and oh yeah, there's King Frias and his court that's only getting better. Congratulations to my boys. 8 straight trips to the World Series. No one else can ever say that. Let's enjoy tonight and get back at it tomorrow. I love you guys. That's from Joel Bass to the Faulkner team. Good to hear from Joel. Bo Seckham, big cut, can't get it. Bo Seckham came with one purpose in mind. He wanted to park one out on Wares Ferry Road.
Yeah, he came up in an 11-run game. I'm going to take 3 of the biggest swings I've ever taken in my life, and if I hit it out, it's still going to keep flying, and if not, then we'll live with it.
19-8, your score. 1 away now. Runners on second and third, top 9, Sam Anthony. He's homered twice today. That one misses high. 1-0. Sam Anthony, whoever that is. Sam Anthony's got 4 homers and 37 RBIs on the year now. He'll take that for a strike, 1-1.
2 home runs, 6 RBIs today, and a hose piece from center field to erase the runner.
Total miss high, 2-1. So Anthony, what is likely to be his last at bat at Harrison Field after a productive career with Faulkner, awaits. He'll send it straight up the chute, foul back. 2-2.
Faulkner 1 run away from tying their opening round record of 20 for runs in a game. It was a 20-0 win over Talladega back in the 2018 opening round.
Full count, 3-2. Payoff pitch coming. He'll send that one to left field. There's RBI number 7 for Sam Anthony. It's 20-8. It's going to bring in a runner at first base for Anthony. Is that Ford Hillier?
I think it is.
33.
Yeah, that's Ford Hillier.
Hillier runs at first. Give Anthony a minute off his legs as Jonathan Villa steps to the plate. Villa 1 for 4 with a pair of walks. Another Faulkner senior taking his last at bat in this facility. To the second baseman. Land a second for 1, on to first for 2. And the double play ends the inning. We head to the bottom of the ninth, 20-8. NAIA opening round, Montgomery bracket. To the dish. 20-8. Chopper left side foul.
What a snag.
And now strutting with it a minute.
Not sure who that is on the line. Coaching third.
Great job, though. Quinley delivers. Misses. 2-1. One more email for you. Julie Quinley emails, says, way to go, Staffy, and all of your brothers on Faulkner's team, as Quinley delivers that one, Mrs. High. She says, we're so proud of you. Looks like the Quinley crew will be getting snack bags ready for the boys as they fly out of Atlanta next week. Thank you, FSN, for 6 great years. Thank you for speaking so highly of Stafford. We will tune in next year to cheer on the Eagles. You guys are simply the best. Be blessed. Bo, Julie, Mom, Brighton, Berkeley, Emerson, and the Wees. Thank you so much, Julie. It's been a pleasure to have you as part of our family, to have Stafford as part of our family. One gone for Aki Buxton.
Yeah, Stafford, the Champions of Character Award winner for Faulkner, and very few people more deserving across the country than Stafford.
Over for a strike. I say one gone. Nobody's gone. I apologize. I just assumed Vanguard would rather score 12 with 2 outs. Aki Buxton says, here's 2 with nobody out. He flicks that one to left field. That'll make it 20-10. Aki Buxton with another home run. Is that his 4th of the tournament?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, that's his 4th of the tournament. That kid can play.
He's such a good ball player.
17 home runs, 41 RBIs for Aki Buxton now. He can play.
4 of them against Faulkner.
Yeah. There's a couple dudes on this Vanguard roster Faulkner will be happy to never see again. Aki Buxton and Joe Johnson. And speaking of Joe Johnson, here he comes. Luke Arias, one of those guys. They have just the final score, if it holds as something like this, is not going to look like this was a great series. This was a great series.
Yeah, it was. And the score really got blown up there as Vanguard was struggling to find the zone, and the walks plagued them today. But my goodness, they've had such a great tournament, and they've got the offense that they could pull off a miraculous comeback here.
They can at least make it awfully interesting and very uncomfortable for Faulkner. Ball and a strike. There is activity in the pen. It appears to be Mike Battle throwing. Quinley delivers. That one misses 2-1.
20-10 just doesn't look like a baseball score at all. Like Faulkner missed the extra point.
Yeah. Or Alvin Renteria came through a couple of times with some field goals. 2-1. Misses away. 3-1. What's funny is both the run column and the hit column look like football scores.
Yeah.
Like 20-10 and 13-12. 3-0 count to Joe Johnson. Sends it straight up the chute. Reyes Cruz underneath it. 1 gone. Chad Sutton. Omar Ortiz to the dish. Chad Sutton had come in and played third for a little bit. Ortiz is back in now. Quinley delivers. Misses high. 1-0.
Dave Cotton chimes in and says, leave it to an Alabama-based team to try to win by a football score.
That one flared to right. Going to drop it in. Ortiz is aboard again. That is his now fifth hit of the day. He's 5 for 5.
Now batting, number 25.
Really good day for Omar Ortiz.
Isaiah Lee's 0 for 4 with a run scored. That one misses high. 1-0. That one's over. 1-1. Straight up. Middle of the field. Ross calls everybody off. He's got it. 2 away now. That's when Vanguard has gotten to work the last couple of days. 21 runs with 2 outs over their last 3 ball games.
And they need 10 of them to keep the season alive.
That one misses away. Quick email from Ryan Holman. Says, you guys have done a great job. Knowing it is Faulkner's station, you guys have been more neutral than expected. Thank you for broadcasting the guys, and congratulations to both teams. Ryan, we appreciate that more than you know. We definitely don't want you to tune in and watch somebody else's broadcast about your team. We want you to be able to enjoy a baseball game. We've tried to give you that, and we appreciate you being part of it and shooting us emails. That's Ryan Holman in Chehalis, Washington. 2-1 is the count. Grady Connor, 1 for 4, run scored, an RBI, fouls that away. 2-2. This Vanguard team, man, it just tells you where you're at when you've scored 10 runs and not going to Lewiston, Idaho if this holds. Like, if you said, hey, Vanguard's going to championship day, do or die day, and they're scoring 10, they're in Lewiston.
Yeah.
But this bracket has just been brutal on everybody. And again, it's difficult to think this is not one of the best 10 teams in the country, but it didn't work out for them this year. Strike 3 called, ends the season for Vanguard. What a run they had. What a team they are. I wish they were going to Lewiston. I'd love to see what kind of noise they'd make there. To our Vanguard fans, congratulations on a wonderful season. For our Faulkner fans, congratulations to you. You are going to Lewiston, Idaho for the 8th year in a row, the 9th time in 10 years. The Faulkner Eagles got it done today. A 20-10 win over Vanguard. Faulkner, with enough of a performance from J.C. Toro, he didn't have to be special. He had to be consistent. They didn't ask him to come out and miss a bunch of bats. They wanted him to stay around the zone. He did that. He didn't walk anybody all day long. He struck out 3 over 7, gave up 7 runs, but he had a lead to play with all day long. For Vanguard, the pitching bit him in the end. We knew that it would be difficult having to play the extra game. Ultimately, Vanguard had to use 9 pitchers to get through today, and Faulkner was able to take advantage by drawing some 13 walks in the ball game to go along with 15 hits, win the game 20-10. Tyler Paulson's grand slam opened it up, and Vanguard got it back to within 3, but never closer. Paulson finished his day 2 for 4 with 6 RBIs. Sam Anthony 4 for 5, 7 RBIs. Isaac Phillips 3 for 5, 3 RBIs. Those are the big numbers for Faulkner. That wraps it up for us here. We'll leave the camera on. We're going to kill the commentary. Leave the camera on for our Faulkner folks as they receive the trophy for the opening round, but we want to thank every single one of you for watching, for emailing, for being encouraging, for taking part in everything this week. We love NAI baseball. We appreciate every single one of you. It's been a long year for us at the Faulkner Sports Network. It's been a good year for us at the Faulkner Sports Network. We thank you for being part of it. For John Mounts, Casey Clanahan, Joel Sellers, Natalie Wilson, Ethan Forsman, Carter Moles, I'm Jeremy Smith. This has been the Faulkner Sports Network presentation of the NAIA opening round Montgomery bracket. Good night and God bless you all.